Good evening, everybody. We are back live for Week 53 of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. This is a Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, and SXC Finger Sleeves sponsored event. We're going to have a banger of a week now. I'm looking at who we have in the lobby right now. We're going to start things off a little right here with a explicit and community esports best of three. As I'm taking a look at the rotations, making sure everything is on point. It does look like everybody's good to go almost. Sorry for the last minute delay. I actually had a bit of a hold up for the evening, but we are going to go ahead and get started up as soon as possible. Everyone who is just now tuning in, we haven't caught any action just yet. We hadn't even jumped into the game. From the looks of it, does look like Mod wants to go ahead and spam that start button. So if they do get readied up, we should be expecting a best of three to come. Hardpoint raid, S&D standoff, and a Dom firing range. This is an OG of an OG scrim rotation, if I do say so myself. Again, this is week 53 of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown, and we are about to get started here. As I'm taking a look at it, I've got all of the rotations in play. We've got all the players in the lobby ready to rock and roll. And guys, how are y'all doing, man? Y'all look great tonight. Everyone looking on point. Uh-oh. It looks like we caught one lag, and that was solo. That is quite all right. We're going to get the best of three rolling on. I've got the bracket pinned up top for you guys to take advantage of. I'm taking a look at it. I'm seeing some decent names in the mix. 11E Community Esports Explicit, Lethal War, Lux, Community Esports NA, Tri, Polluti Esports, Zygnus Esports, Uprise Esports, Devious, Reborn Gaming, Seminole, TGA, Mayhem, and Freedom Prodigies. Now we are going to go ahead and dive straight into game number one. Again, it's going to be a hardpoint raid. Haven't played in like 4 days, so I'm ready to bottom frag. Solar, I'm ready to spectate you bottom frag, bro. GG's, good luck. It's too close. Fight harder. All right, a little lag at the beginning. I'm not 100% sure what the case is here, but it's definitely on me. I will go ahead and say that over the weekend, the game ran pretty smoothly, but obviously I haven't fired anything up since last night. And boys and girls, if you missed it, the SGH Network tournament went until about 1:30 Eastern time, guys. It was phenomenal. A second best of five was just absolutely crazy. But what's crazy here is one of the teams that played last night is right here. That's going to be Explicit, one of your Stage 5 roster teams. And with Solar in the mix, that is going to complete the whole squad. Last night they had one sub in the mix. I believe it was Shorty. Everyone else was on point. They ended up losing the second best of five round, and Status Quo ended up being your preseason champions for that event. Now we're going to see if Explicit can, with them having all five of their players in the mix, I would assume that we're going to see a much better result here. No mixed ones, as no subs are in tonight. All five players here are going to be Stage 5 ready, as we are going to be geared up for P2. Kitchen side's about to be where all the action is going to handle. And we're going to see Veteran on the flank here, trying to hold this prevention off. The rotation is going to come through Laundry, not if Veteran's there to say any otherwise. The break comes through up front, and that's going to be the retake almost coming through, but it is going to be shut down. The defense here from Explicit has just been pretty on point so far, I would have to say. Yo, Robert, I appreciate you, bro. Burdick, I appreciate your casting, and thanks to Trovo, HyperX, JuJu, and SXC for these events. Robert, you are an absolute phenomenal person to have in chat. I appreciate you stopping by, man. You're probably going to see this a little later than you typed it. That's because we're on the delay just for the, just for the integrity of the players. I've got a delay on, just to cover my assets as well. We're going to see P3 opening up here, but a 40-point advantage almost going in favor of the guys over at Explicit. They're going to be able to get the break early on here. Oh, Lucifer is going to be able to come through. Jim's side was not safe. There's one more player on the backside. Is that Razor? I can't really see who it is. That is Razor. Razor's going to be taken down, and that is going to be an initial hold, but not for too long, as I do see ERR. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Arinzio, we'll just say Arizino. Arez Inho. GG's. All right, we're going to see the operators come through. I'm thinking that the two bands, I don't think I got that in chat, but it does look like The Sparrow and the Annihilator are going to be the norm as I'm looking at it. A variety of operators in use. That's Death Machine and the Equalizer for one team for Explicit, who have the lead. It's going to be pretty much a 5-man stack, with the exception of 2 players who have Equalizers. So, interesting choices. Obviously, these guys know what they're doing here. I'm assuming that the bans are Annihilator and Sparrow. That would only make sense. If you guys missed it over the weekend, there was a recent update, I believe it was on Friday, that TAC 5 and Kinetic Armor are out the window. We won't see those anymore moving forward, and kind of opens the floodgates for some of these operators to get their sights, and that is the Death Machine and the Equalizer. I've seen a lot more than usual, per se. Usually you would see the ban be Kinetic Armor or Kinetic Armor and Annihilator, or Kinetic Armor and Sparrow. Now, with Kinetic Armor and TAC 5 being on the ban list, not even going to have to worry about banning that Kinetic Armor, but so far so good. Here's P4, courtside 117 and counting over for Explicit. They're making a convincing run for a P5 finish, and that is going to be them doing the deed here. 15 seconds left on this point. There's going to be an ample opportunity for us to join in the VCs of the guys over at Explicit. Bear with us as we do go in for a quick HyperX listen in.
I got drone.
Oh, I'm the best. Dude, I'm the best. Bro, I'm like best bottom frag.
Yo, I'm at cluster new.
Friendly airstrike incoming. Hardpoint
Six.
No, pillar. Help me. Two pillar.
Hello, dude.
Mixed up.
Pillar's half. Nice.
Not much to hear there. You heard it. The games were already done, and that is going to be a smooth game number 1 going in favor of the guys over at Explicit. Just a phenomenal job of coming in and handling business. And Chucky comes in chat. He is the manager for Explicit. Annihilator and Sparrow banned. That makes sense. I would assume if it wasn't banned, we would have seen both of those operators being used. So, game 1 in the books. This is a best-of-3 format as we take a look at the stats for teams. Explicit 22-7 for Snipes, 45 seconds on the hill. Almost a whole minute there for Loose for 16-10. Minute 18 for Solo. These guys came in, they had an objective, and they executed properly. A phenomenal job there. Of course, we've got a team that, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't seen too much of Community Esports. I'll put some respect on your name and see how well you do in game number 2, but in all fairness, I'm not 100% sure, if I've ever seen you in any of our events, but definitely able to put that 50 marker up almost. 49 points over there, and we flipped the script here as Mayenbite picks up 12 kills with 12 seconds to go along with it. It's pretty tough to win an objective-based game when you don't have the objective points to show for it. So that is going to be game number 1 in a nutshell. You guys see it right there as we take a look at our next matchup. It's going to be a Search or Destroy standoff, and I'll be honest with you, last night we were up till about 1:30 Eastern time with the SGH network. Well, we're not even going to wait for it. No more bantering for Verdict. We're just going to jump straight into the action. I love it. That's the kind of vibes I need on a Sunday night. I love it. Shorty coming through. Tell HyperX to send some headphones for Vanguard. Shorty. Snipes, save me, bro. Hey, can I listen into y'all's S&D comms? No? Okay. I was making sure. Hello, Super. How are you doing? It's like super late for you, isn't it? Would not have expected to see you tonight. I'm glad you stopped by, though. How are you doing? Veteran going to get first blood there. Razor's going to be the first victim. This back alley's going to be held well. We got a 2-3 split here. 2 holding this back alley area. Aaron right there wants to contest, but obviously not willing to, sacrifice his position. Skywalker, however, does and finds one on Snipes. I should have saved you when I can, bro. I saw the message and everything, and I just completely ignored Snipes' efforts and an attempt to reach out to me and tell me that, he was going to be taken out early in this first round. Very, very tough. Big bot verdict. What's good? What's up? Big bot, not physics. Not physics, the big bot. 1-for-1 trades as Mayan is going to be your bomb carrier. Going to be making that rotation all the way to the A site. He's got to clear boxes first, and Solo going to be right there to contest as well. 2 players on the A side effectively. That's going to be, again, Solo, and it appears to be Lucifer, who is holding one. Oh, Lucifer comes through for the trade. Veteran picks up one in the background. That is going to leave Aaron in a 1v4 scenario. Solar picking up his first kill on board. Is going to go ahead and we're going to see the push come through for Veteran. He is going to be able to win that gunfight, and that's going to be on 3 on board for the boy Veteran. I didn't catch a single kill on cam, Bet. My bad, bro.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
All right. Sorry, the wife was trying to tell me something. Did manage to get that communication off, and there we go. Round number 2. A little slower here for the guys over at Community Esports, but Solar putting in some decent work here. Finds one of his own. Second on the night, and got a 1-0 lead in favor of Explicit in the series, and now a 1-0 lead in the search. Looking to be a potential 2-0 as... Oh my god, Snipes. Can I rewind this? How the hell did I miss that, bro? What happened? Talk to me. Veteran, yet again, going to be able to win the last gunfight, and that is going to take us to the 3rd round with a 2-0 advantage now for the guys over Explicit. They have done a great job so far of coming in, handling business, making sure everything's on point. Can't have any kind of misfortunes against a team like this, and I'm not saying that out of disrespect to Community Esports, but Explicit's a Stage 5 team. They need to be on point right now. They need to be as, you know, as collectively on point. Communications need to be on point. Movement needs to be on point. Gun skill needs to be on point. Everything needs to be, like, finely crafted. And we're going to see Veteran drop as soon as I try and spectate him. He does go down. Razor going to be picking up that first blood. It's going to be 2, but Solar's going to be there to pick up 1 in return. That is going to be Skywalker and Aaron going down. Lucifer finds his 3rd. Trades have came through. A 3-2-man advantage in favor of Explicit. Sakawi, 0 kills on board. Razor has 1, and I believe that was on Veteran a little while ago, earlier this round. Snipe's going to be able to win that gunfight with the help of Lucifer, but Lucifer has dropped, and now Solar's in a 1v1. The tides have turned. The bomb's going to be picked up. They've got about a minute to play with, and we're going to see the rotations over from Sakawi making his way back through Granny's, or Bottom Blue, rather. As we try and get this bomb plant down. I'm assuming that, you know, he's going to make that full-on flank, maybe clear his backside as maybe the comms were called out. Oh, that's going to be a great way to, you know, survey the map. And, you know, Solar, I don't think he had any other play right there. As a matter of fact, you fall back, you hold that A site, you know where the bomb was at before. Of course, you're not going to anticipate the push from the flank. Of course, nobody goes all the way around to clear all their angles before they make that plant. Usually, it's like, hey, can I stay alive and get this bomb down real quick? No, that's not the case. He didn't even need to. He did collect the bomb, which was also good. But hey, now we've got another round and looking a little bit of, you know, a little different here in this Search and Destroy. Is Solo actually drops first. Sakawi is actually going to get credit for that kill, and we're going to see the 2-man push through Delhi. That's going to be... Oh, that's going to be Skywalker who finds one in Veteran, but Solar is going to be able to find one himself. Solar is not going to be able to clear the doorway. He is going to get taken out, but here is Snipes, who is going to be on the backside to try and equal things out. Going to have to find 2 first. Lucifer going to be right here on the barrel side of A. He's going to get walked right up on, and oh my god, he gets turned on. Skywalker, picture-perfect moment for him. He finds his 5th, and you know, as soon as I said I didn't know who this Community Esports team is, Jesus Christ. Skywalker comes out and just absolutely dominates here in this round. He's picked up 3 so far, or 2 so far, rather. I'm taking a look at the kill feed and scorecards and whatnot. 3-3 Razor is going to go ahead and pick up that last kill. Snipes was able to pick up 1, but you know, the story's all now in favor of Community Esports as they somehow seem to even things up. We'll try and stick it to them as the game progresses. stick with them as game progresses. That's what I meant to say. What I did say was stick it to them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sakawee and Solar encounter. Sakawee takes down Solar, but we see that Solar is going to get avenged, but the 2-for-1 trades is going to leave the man advantage in favor of the guys over at Community Esports. As soon as I say that, Solo finds 2. Good night. That's his first 2 of this Search and Destroy, and what a way to, you know, awaken the beast here. You're 4 rounds deep, almost done with this 5th one, and
The enemy has the bomb.
you know, it's about time, Solo. I was expecting you to pop off here. I was actually not expecting Snipes to hit a shot, or else I would have been spectating his point of view. Bombs down. A minute left on the clock. Skywalker has a 1v3 on his hand. He's going to find one in Snipes. Solo going to go ahead and try to contest right there. He's going to have his teammate Veteran on the pinch, and that is perfectly textbook, perfect, picturesque style gameplay there from Explicit as they get that 2-for-1 push in, and of course, Solo's going to be able to bait.
Destroy the objective.
The old bait and switch always works, right?
Frag out! I'm
You got the bomb.
targets in sight.
Well, after a series of unfortunate events for Explicit, thought I had my mic on, but I didn't. A serious unfortunate event for me.
It's not over yet.
Explicit gonna drop this next round. We'll flip sides. The attack strategy is just not panning out in that first time around. We'll see how they fare here as Community Esports doing their best to make sure we see a game 3. Snipes making his best attempt to close us out here early, 2-0 fashion. Snipes picks up first blood for the lobby. Much needed one after last round. As a matter of fact, you left 3 hanging. Bomb's going to go down. That 1-man advantage is going to continue to be the case. And Skywalker on the opposite side of this barrel site is going to be taken out. Solo's going to get the credit for the kill. He's going to be your mid-street warrior. He's going to be able to find another one. He's got a 1v1 here with Marin. Marin gets some help from Aaron, but both players are weak. Oh, Snipes bodied Aaron. Picks up their 2nd of the round and 2nd of the game. Main. Oh, that's not Marin, that's Main.
Nice work.
Main.
Get ready for the
Bot.
next round.
Dear HyperX, I would appreciate if y'all would give me some headphones, as I will be the best female player with your
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
elephant hearing headphones, and I would feel like Little B and Bolu would sounding from Shorty. Please, Santa Claus, send me some HyperX, I'm kidding. Main gonna be able to redeem himself here, picks up 1.
Sniper!
But still 3 players alive for Explicit. We're gonna have to see if they can clutch it up here. Solo has definitely stepped the game up. Veteran has 8 on board, 5 for, make it 6 for Solo. Solar has 5. He came in the chat earlier. He said he hadn't played all weekend. I'm not seeing that, bro. I'm seeing you still pretty cracked. The nade is going to get a hit marker. Oh, my God. Almost finds 1 on that fence line. The hit marker was pretty, pretty revealing, but obviously Solar didn't continue to follow through, and that is going to be Skywalker able to take down 1 here as he finds his 9th. Oh my God, Solar able to equal it out a little bit more. 2v4, about as equal as it's going to get right now. Solo says, forget that, hold my cup, homie. Finds 1 himself. Red Solo Cup. We'll see you next round. Let's have a party. Oh, Main says let's have a party. Shorty party indeed. And that's going to be 4-4 now, as Verdict is now singing the Red Solo Cup song. GG's. This is what happens when they allow me to solo cast, bro. This is the kind of entertainment you guys get to look forward to.
The enemy has the bomb.
Grenade out! Sniper! Get down, sniper!
No, I was just talking to myself, and I was like, look, we're going to be on board with Snipes until he dies, or until he gets a kill. Well, you know what? He's not dead, but he did get a kill, so we're going to stick with him until he does drop this round, because I've missed every bit of his shots tonight, except for that one alone. Now, he did peek that barrel sight. There was one player that rotated in on the backs of that hay site. The back hay. Aaron going to be dropped. The callouts are coming in. Solo going to be in a compromised position. He's going to get taken down. Veteran going to get dropped as well. Now it's going to be a 1v2. Razor going to have to find Lucifer and Snipes first. Snipes, who has been on point so far. 6 kills on board. Is going to spot the rotation over. The shots aren't going to land. Razor, is going to be taken down. Lucifer able to clutch it up. Now we're going to be on match point. 5-4. Interesting. A lot closer than I expected, but Community Esports showing up and showing out here in the Search and Destroy. Oh, Shorty, you know it. Love being part of the game. You were a part of the game even before the Shorty was available in stores, so... Or in-game, whatever. We're going to be back on board with Snipes, as promised homie last night I'd try and get him a little bit more screen time. He did PayPal me $50, so can't be mad at that. I'm obviously capping, dude. Hasn't paid me anything at all, but he made a big deal about it in the SHH network chat and kind of got a copy pasta going, and I won't stand for that. 1-for-1 trade's going to come through. Veteran and Sakawi actually going to go down early here. 1:20 on the clock. Bombs down in no man's land. It's going to be right there on mid boxes, and Aaron actually... Oh, my God. Snipes looking to line up the shot. If he does ADS, he's going to find one. Aaron going to be distracted, though. Solar going to be able to come through and clean it up. We're going to see the push come through. Oh! The dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge from Solar is going to allow Solo to plant this bomb, but it's a 2v3 now. Advantage in favor of Community Sports. We might see a round 11. If they can clutch this up, shouldn't be too much work or too much to ask for. Wrong! Solo creeps on the barrel site. Now it is going to be Solo left to pick up the scraps, and it's a 1v1 now as he finds Razor. Skywalker with an interesting position. Might be able to utilize this bomb head glitch now. I just got to see, where is this bomb planted at? Is it on backside? Is it? No, it is not. It's on boxes. All Solo has to do is play time here. We'll see if he continues the Ego Chow or if Skywalker is going to go ahead and make the move up. He is. The top side of tank is pretty... Oh, my God. It is pretty dangerous and lethal. Skywalker going to be able to clutch it up. We are going to see a round 11 scenario here as we see the time right there almost expired, but it was perfect timing for Skywalker, and that is going to be a round 11 situation. We're going to flip sides one more time. 13 kills on board and a 1v2 clutch there for Skywalker. We're going to see if Community Esports can buy one more round, which would take us to a game 3, or if Explicit can close it out here. We'll find out, but the bomb's down. Snipes. I say his name last round, and sure enough, he dropped. Now it's not the case. It's going to be a 3v5. Bomb is down. It has been collected by Aaron. And the repositioning is going to come through and mark it. Oh, my. Skywalker able to win that gunfight against Veteran. Drops the sniper, picks up his 14th with the MX-9. As Community Esports obviously battling for that Game 3 scenario. Could very well do it here this round, but there's still 4 players from Explicit who will beg to differ and do anything they can to close it out early. Let's say that Snipe's actually going to take some shots. Bomb's made its way over to the B site. Deli's compromised. Sakawiya going to find one. That is going to be Solar. He's got 11 on board for himself, and now it is a even game. Make that a one-man advantage for Community, who have came through and played this Search Destroy very well. Solo going to get a contest. Oh, Solo evades one enemy, only to walk right into the hands of another one. That is a feels bad moment, but the bomb's going to be planted. Deli, again, not safe. Lucifer on the flank. Comes through back alley and didn't even know anybody was there until the bomb was queued off. So 30 seconds on the clock. 2 players left to deal with. Sakawiya and Skywalker, the 2 big carries. These are like Louis V duffel bag carries right here. 16 and 11. Sakawiya wins those. Back alley encounter. Shut down. 5-6 win for the guys over at Community Esports. They have bought themselves another game. And that is a domination on firing range that we'll see here momentarily. As I'm about to pull up the stats as soon as it pops up.
stand out.
Of course we're going to go to a game 3. Look at Skywalker 16 and 12 for Sacagawea. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm assuming my way is right because no one's corrected me. No mames! Snipes! Come on, bro. What happened there? On the backs of a 16-kill game and a 12-kill game for both of those top fracture community esports, we're going to a game 3. Firing range domination is going to be where we see it at, and I was not on board with any of these teams, but if I were, a betting man, I would have bet and lost for, bet on explicit and lost whatever I bet, because honestly, I thought they had it in the bag there. Community esports, again, it's too OP on those Search Destroy standoff map in particular. Is we're going to go ahead and dive right into game number 3. Not going to waste a single moment. Love it. We're going to see everyone connect in, all 5 players from each team. First half chaos, pandemonium is going to ensue here. And that is going to be a C and A cap for each team respective. The nade's going to come through from Lucifer. Is going to be able to get refragged there. Solo having a big game already. 3 kills on board for him. He clears out trailer. He owns the domain, but he is going to peek out, and that's going to be Manbot, who is going to be able to pick up that refrag. Lucifer going to get tapped. Lucifer going to be able to get the trade, though. And that is going to be trailer control back in favor of Explicit. Solo going to do some great jobs of holding perimeter there. We're going to see the B-side push come through first time around. Snipes and Veteran going to do a little... Oh, that's Snipes. That's not Veteran. I guess that's somebody else. Nonetheless, the cap comes through. Doesn't matter who did it. It just matters that they were there when they were needed most. Sacagawea on the trades. Going to find 2, but is going to be taken down. And Community Esports doing a great job of going back and forth, but ultimately not going to have a foot here in this first half so far. Only the C side's going to be held, and it might be compromised. I see Solo and Veteran is absolutely slaying out. They're going to be making the push towards the C side. They are going to get the triple cap early. A, however, on the other hand, is going to be collected by 3. Oh, no! It is not 1 player left. That is going to be Aaron who wins the gunfight, gets the cap. But for how long? As I see Veteran and Snipes literally make their way around the map all the way to the site and get a little bit of control there on that wood side. Snipe's going to be the last one alive there to contest, and we're going to see Aaron come through with a slide peek, and they do get the trade on A. Still a 16-point advantage, and a lot of map control early on for the guys that were Explicit, looking to redeem themselves after that Search and Destroy. This is an ample opportunity. This is a team that, in their own respect, I haven't seen very much from, but did a phenomenal job on the Search and Destroy. 6-5 win, as a matter of fact. The C side's going to be compromised. 1 player there, 2 players there. Sacagawea going to be traded. Gets 1 before he goes. But, man, is going to be able to find 1. It is not going to be able to complete the duty there on C. A is going to be traded, however, and that is going to be a triple cap early on here for the side of Explicit.
We're winning this one. Enemy has Charlie.
So Zygnus must have DQ'd then. If they 3-0'd Zygnus, that means it means a forfeit. Thank you, Call Me. That is exactly right. C is going to be traded back to Community Esports, but it's going to be short-lived. As we see the push towards the A side, a little bit of trouble at home flags here for this Community Esports roster. Second half going to be a hefty deficit to overcome. As I'm looking at it, 43-point advantage for Explicit. An absolute phenomenal job so far for them. And again, the Search and Destroy was one of those games that I felt like they had, every right to win. But you see the likes of Sacagawea and Skywalker, who just came out of nowhere and dropped 16 and 12 kills respectively. Now I'm looking at it. Skywalker dropped 16 in the Search and Destroy. Right now, he's sitting on 2 in the domination. That'll just paint you a picture of what this team's focus is. Some of these teams come in, they go against top-tier teams like Explicit, and they're able to perform well because a lot of their performance is solely based on Search and Destroy. Now, if they had a better hardpoint game, we might be in a different situation, but, at the moment, they are fighting for their life here in this second half of the domination, and it is not looking pretty. As a matter of fact, they are getting out-fragged to every extent. Everyone on the side of Explicit, at least double positive, with the exception of Solar, who is 15-3. Good night. The B site gets Cap C, almost gets traded. The Goliath's going to come down. This is going to be a perfect opportunity for a HyperX. Listen in. Bear with us as we join back in for the comms over the guys at Explicit.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
One more.
Yo, what are you
Bathroom,
fat
bathroom.
Yo, put a trophy for me, Tim.
Damn, I died. I was on the bathroom.
Dude, I could have moved too.
Sana, bottom 10, bottom 10.
He's at bottom wood side.
Bottom
Another
10.
one bottom wood.
Yeah, go bottom 10.
Yo, bottom 10, bro. Feet on.
Bottom 10.
Bro. I'm wasting my drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, C-truck.
Using Alpha.
Yeah, don't peek.
2 C-Tuck. No, 1 bottom 10.
Bro, they're using Sparrow. GG's. Lol.
Enemy has A.
We're not
Hello?
Friendly Predator.
One's going to A.
Our XS1
Yeah, one into
Goliath has
top
been
10.
destroyed. Losing A.
They're going jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Need backup.
Imagine.
Enemy has Alpha.
I don't have to
Friendly
imagine. I
hunter
got this.
drone deployed.
I got three, lol.
I'm hurt.
One more
Jungle, one jungle.
Got it. More jungle then.
Friendly drone in the air.
Bottom 10. Oh my god, dude.
All positions
I'm
locked
like-
down. Hold your positions. Enemy has A. Predator missile
I
inbound.
don't know that.
Objective almost completed. Keep it up.
Doing
But
fine,
these
dude.
4 kids.
Yeah, man.
Jungle, two jungle.
Red,
I'm going to reiterate what one of the players said at the end. These 4 kids, you know, you win a hard point or win a search or destroy, take it to a game 3, and man, might I say this was a disgusting game 3 to see indeed. Solar took a weekend off, has been out for 4 days, hasn't played the game, comes back and is quadruple positive. GG's Explicit, you are going to be moving on to the second round. Passive. Rate, oh my god, that's the American Dad character, right? Rate your profile pic. Thank you, Passive. Alright, you saw it there, Explicit, able to handle business in game 3. No worries there on that end, and can't even see the stats for Community Esports. They bounce out of the lobby so fast. Quadruple negative for Skywalker on the flip side of things. Again, story of the night. Search and Destroy was a big dub for Community Esports, but let's be fair. Explicit came in game number 3, and they did the exact same thing that was, the case in game number 1. Hardpoint is where you start things off at. If you don't have a good hardpoint, it is going to be pretty impossible to make that comeback on the opposite end of the spectrum for the most case. If you're a great Search or Destroy team, that's fine. If you want to be a little more competitive, try and focus on one of the either two. I would prefer, one of these teams to work on their hardpoint because, the domination is one thing, but if you're that great in Search and Destroy and you take a game number 1, you're looking at a potential 2-0 in this case. Now, Explicit obviously is stage 5 team. They are no joke when it comes to respawns. They did a great job of holding their weight in Search and Destroy, but, when you got guys like Skywalker and, Sakawiya, I think that's his name, switch to COD Mobile? I thought I was in COD Mobile. It was in COD Mobile earlier. Good God, I saved it for everybody. Yo, this is the 3rd time this week Trovo has sold me. Well, GG's. RIP to Verdict in his casting career. He is definitely going to be canceled after having an entire series aired on Call of Duty Vanguard as the title game. Unfortunate, but hey, you know what? I hit save earlier when I changed it to all viewers and also to Call of Duty Mobile. And apparently when I send out the notification, it must have been different. So, Explicit, going to be booking their one-way ticket to second round as we're going to get geared up for it. Taking a look at the bracket. Let's kind of see what we got to work with. All right. Team 11 move on over Lethal War 2-0. Of course, they're going to be moving on. Lethal War don't have their carry. That's Lucifer. Community Esports drop to Explicit 2-1. Explicit going to be moving on to face 11. Lux Artena going to be moving on to face Tribe. Uprise going to be moving on as they get a bye in the first round as Zygnus is pulled out. Devious 2-0 Reborn Gaming. So Uprise and Devious going to be fighting it out. Mayhem 2-0 Freedom. And the Seminole and TGA matchup is still going. So we're going to get geared up for the second series. It's going to be a levity. It's going to be explicit. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great night. But before we do that, got to give Verdict a second to pause and, you know, get a little bit of fuel back in his tank, man. Those 3 games took a lot out of me. So bear with us. We're going to go for a short intermission. But before then, we're going to hear a word from our sponsors who make this thing happen. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Alrighty, guys, we are back live for some more Meseeks Sunday Showdown action. This Meseeks Sunday Showdown brought to you by Trovo, HyperX, JuJu, and SXC finger sleeves. You saw the ad before we went to break, and boy, you know, nothing like my JuJu, nothing like my SXC, nothing like my Trovo, nothing like my HyperX. Go ahead and give a shout out to everybody. There we go. We're good. Promos on point. Absolutely. We're going to get geared for this best of 3. It's going to be explicit and 11D. Going to be battling it out in best of 3 format. We're going to start things off right with a hardpoint takeoff, followed by an SD crossfire. Game number 3, if it goes a distance, which I'm thinking it is. This matchup looks pretty overpowered. In my opinion, there's no way this thing doesn't go to 3. It's going to be a Dom standoff. Snipes game in chat. Verdict, who you got? I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't know. It depends on when 11 shows up, and it depends on if you guys can play Search and Destroy better. I'm going to go ahead and chalk it up and say you got to win the hardpoint first to even see that game 3, in my opinion. You know, the Search and Destroy was, you know, a bit lackluster against Community Esports. And it being a lackluster going up against 11 is not going to cut it, bro. It is just not going to cut it. It is going to be a best of 3, so first of 2 is going to win. Explicit, again, and this is my prediction. If you guys don't win the hard point, adios. All right, so show me something here in the first game, as it is going to be on takeoff. Now, you guys struggled on takeoff search or destroy last night, and you know we're going to forgive you because everyone struggled, especially against that status quo team. They were just too dominant when it came to that map in general, and I'm hoping you guys played a lot better than you did the search or destroy last night. So Takeoff as a whole is a reskin. It is probably not my favorite map, but it is a champs map, so we are going to see it in the mix. No complaining on that end, and everything that our tournament is catered to is to, you know, provide teams, you know, structure and practice for that stage 5 element. So, of course, it's going to be in the mix, and it's going to be in the mix until, you know, until it does make its way out. And from the looks of it, it's not. So we're going to see more and more of it as the games progress. I'm expecting to see at least 1 or 2 more times tonight. Hardpoint Takeoff. As we start the action off, I'm assuming it's going to be your standard Annihilator and Sparrow ban. Snipes, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That's just me being a professional and me being, you know, able to recognize, no way you're doubting our S&D. I'm not doubting your S&D. I'm just saying it was lackluster against community esports. I didn't say that you guys performed poorly. So don't take that out of context. Clip it, go back to it, and rewatch what I said. I said it has to be on point. It can't be lackluster against this 11 team. 11 is absolutely ridiculous. It's not 1 a.m. We're chilling. It wasn't 1 a.m. when we did the S&D against community, bro. I'm just being real with you. You know? We'll see how it goes, though. Don't take what I say to heart, bro. Just take it with a grain of salt and move on. I was observing that S&D earlier tonight, and I just remember the S&D last night that, well, to be fair, Status Quo did not drop a single map when it was Search or Destroy Takeoff. So maybe that's just their map. All right. Players are shuffled in the lobby. We've got all 5 checks with the exception of a Legacy at the bottom. Shorty's going to bounce out. That's interesting. Are we going to see Solo back in the mix? Alrighty. Look and see what the play is here. There we go. Solo does come back in. So Solo is going to be your 5th for explicit. Legacy, Jason, Yuhi, Raven, and Pallone. I'm thinking that 11 are unreadying because it's past that time for a sub. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that time. Who knows? We'll see. All right, until then, we will be able to take a look at the bracket. I'm going to pull up Daystream and see who he's got in the mix. He's got Devious and it looks like Uprise. So Devious might have a free pass to the semifinals because I have no idea who Uprise is. What's the hold up, Bob? Okay. Several players not ready for 11. Should be... Let me take a look at Discord. Yeah, they are actually complaining about the sub out. So Okay, I guess we're going to take an intermission until they get this tank figured out. So, guys, bear with us as I try to figure out what the situation is, and we're going to be right back with the action. Explicit and 11E going to be starting up here momentarily. As soon as they do, I promise I will get you guys back to the action. So just a heads up, it does look like one of the players from 11D actually had a power outage. Their power is back up and running, and it does look like we should be good to go here. So I initially thought it was the sub in and out. We saw Solo come in the lobby, and we saw Shorty bounce out. Again, not 100% sure if that was the case. I saw where somebody had brought it up, but obviously they are going to allow it. Room lobby code was sent at, let's see. Lobby code was sent at 7 or 8:47, so, or 8:46 rather. You know, that's at admin's discretion right there for the sub. Still waiting on the player from 11D to ready up. And we've got a connection issue on Raven's side. So, oh, this might be a minute. Nope, no DQ, dude. They're having technical issues. We're going to allow them the opportunity to, you know, get their stuff together, just like we allowed you guys to make that sub out of Shorty and sub back in Solo. So, bear with us as we are going to get a second for Raven to reconnect, as he's had a internet outage. We're going to allow him the opportunity to reconnect. So, guys, again, until he does, we won't be readied up. We are back in the action. It does look like Raven is good to roll. Does look like everyone is good to maintain. Unfortunate situation for one of the 11 players. Obviously, they've got it fixed now, and we are going to be able to move forward. Be keeping an eye out on Raven because he had a bit of a power outage, and hopefully he won't have any issues here in game number one. It's going to be a major one, in my opinion, for them. They have such a strong search and destroy game, in my opinion. This is an opportunity for them to, you know, take an early advantage and then rely on that search skill to close it out. But Explicit, I told you to step up and rise to the occasion, and this is their opportunity. You've got a 7 to 4 point advantage. Solo going to be caught right there by Raven. Power issue or not, he is going to be able to win that gunfight. Solo going to back off the point. He is going to be able to recontest. He is going to be taken down, and that is going to be multiple trades. Nobody's on point for the time being. Explicit are going to be able to gather up a few seconds before it is right back to being contested. Legacy going to be right there to contest. He is going to be taken down, and P1 is out in the open. It's a bloodbath. Of course, this fountain side is not protected. As a matter of fact, there are at least 50 different angles you have to cover in order to maintain this P1. And teams that do it well usually have the lead going into that P2 area and sit pretty nicely up in P2. So we're going to see the rotations come through early. P1's down, P2's opening up. Top of the staircase. Legacy going to take a bullet there. On the backside, he's going to get pushed from multiple sides, but the hold there from Solar is going to be absolutely on point. Legacy's going to be taking some shots left and right. Is going to be able to play his life, though. Solo going to be taken down, and 11 are going to be able to hold P2 pretty fairly. Lucifer going to be taken out. Raven does a great job on the flank, and this is a hardpoint game that it can be very dramatic going into those 2, 3, 4 points. These are your money hills. This P2 area is probably not going to be the one that you're going to get your the most bang for your buck, but you know, it's much more concealed than P1, right? So obviously the team with you know, that kind of map control early on could absolutely slay out in P number 2. We see that translate immediately as 11D have picked up a massive lead. 50 plus points, almost 60, as Solo might be the recipient. Nope, that is nobody. No dice. No shot from the other killer drone. P3 going to be early rotated for the guys over at Explicit. They're going to be doing a decent job of holding it. As a matter of fact, Solo and the Veteran going to be, and Solar actually going to get the mix. He picks up 2. It is going to be a massive start here for P3 as they have the advantage. They're going to have the first 10 seconds uncontested. Yuhi on the flank is going to be taken out. Solo did a great job there making sure that the Gravity Vortex, the operator of choice, utilized properly. Zai, oh my god, Zai popping off, gets 1, make it 2. Legacy going to find 1 as well. The break might come through, it does. Snipes and Solar looking to reciprocate. Snipes not going to be able to handle the heat. Lucifer wins 2. Lucifer, can he win 3? It's Raven. Raven is going to be there, but he's going to get help from Snipes and Explicit. Do a great job of regaining their confidence here in P3. And a little bit of that deficit comes down, but the Goliath over on the side of a Legacy, or 11D, rather. That's not Legacies. That is Goodnight Solar, who is in the mix. He's going to be able to have the advantage off the rip. Nothing there to take him down immediately. He's just going to be able to ring free here. The Goliath, a massive factor here on P4, as Veteran going to be able to hold down Fort on the backside. Solar still able to sustain life as we've seen 10 seconds in. 10 seconds are going to be all in favor of the guys over at Explicit, and they've done a damn good job here of holding down the Fort P4, but the angles are not going to be covered. That's going to be 11 coming through. Zai does have the Tempest in hand. Solo going to be able to win that gunfight. And we're going to see the break come through early for 11.
Taking the lead.
P3 coming to a slow dwindle, and Explicit having a difficult time maintaining themselves here on that, or P4 rather, coming to a slow end, and Explicit doing a decent job of making their way back on the point for those last 15 seconds. They may not be a lot, and maybe scrap time to some, but when you're in a game this close, all that scrap time means everything. The Solar Predator missile is going to be put out and does not find 1. There were 2 right there on the opposite side. He tried to get a little greedy, and that's okay. Sometimes when you're like, you know, if you're that ambitious, make sure you're able to follow up with some kind of, you know, operator to also put yourself in a profitable position. That's what Solar's going to do there. He's going to put the Gravity Vortex right there on point. Palone going to go ahead and make the rotation over to that P4. And guess who's still there? Solar. Hold down the Fort. They're going to get a little bit of map control here. They close the gap to 2. Yuhi loses his gunfight. Zai does lose that gunfight. Legacy wins one, and he's going to be able to contest. We've got a tie game here, but at the drop of a hat, we do see... Does Solar have another Goliath? Good night, bro. Just ridiculous. Let's jump onto the comms for the guys over at 11 as now they're going to be not only having to outgun these guys, but they're going to have to find a way to take down the Goliath.
Man, top.
Tuneado todo.
Ok. Tengo casi 10 machine, pero.
Enemy in sight.
Flashé, creo que flashé con la
Bajo piso, bajo piso. Bajo, atrás.
Está un tiro con la está un tiro con la está un tiro con la
Hardpoint contested.
está un tiro con la buena. Metes al punto todos, Jueguen punto todos.
Ah, uno más el puto, güey.
Play point.
Van todos, güey, todos.
No mames.
Todos.
¿Qué verga con este juego,
Entra mis
cabrón?
balas. Fuck.
Willy,
Están
Dino.
dos de punta.
Mames, este juego es una mamada.
Ah, buena, pelón. Uno más, pelón.
Uno más, máquina de muerte, güey. Estás tuneado.
Está en las
Las vi,
Bueno, el medio. Ya voy rotando next.
Voy a seguirte, ya voy a seguirte, güey.
Aparecen en secret, loco. Bueno, no es cierto.
Vaya, Nick, ya.
Medio, tickets.
No vi el tiempo, güey,
Tickets.
Necesitamos secret,
Rojo, güey. Azul también.
A madre, cabrón. Aparecen
No
en
vi
todos
el
lados,
tiempo, güey, no vi el tiempo. Necesitamos secret, güey. Necesitamos secret.
Viene uno por mí.
A lo mito, no. Se tiene mañana, cabrón.
Pues lo acabo de oír, güey.
All right, so I don't speak much Spanish at all. As a matter of fact, I don't hold too many words to my name. What I did understand was all I could hear was one more. You know, the fact that they are getting on the point, they're getting to contest there in that P2. They find a way to take down the Goliath, but here, game number 1 is going to go in Explicit's hand, 150 to 125. The rotations were just on point for Explicit. Going into that P1 to P2 transition, of course, they're going to take the advantage with that Goliath and, you know, opt to make that push over to P2 or P3 early, and it pays out. Solar popped the hell off. Just a stout game for him. 27 and 13 for the kid who had 4 days off. Bro came in and top frag, carried the lobby. 28-16 for Solo, but didn't get quite as much time on the hill. Lose for your OBG player of the game, though. 15 and 14 with a minute and 22. On the flip side of things, you got Legacy, who does go -4, but, or net 4 negative, drops a minute and 33 on the hill. Not much contribution outside of that. Jason, Zai, and Pallone, well, Jason, who is Zai, drops 36 seconds, and 34 for Pallone, but you saw the devastation towards the end. The Goliaths were 2 on point, 2 Goliaths for Solar. Just ridiculous, the amount of score streaks he was able to rack up off that P4 rotation. Even earlier on, he had the Goliath to go along with it. And after that, it was just, you know, a continuation of the fragability there. Game number 1 goes in favor, but it was a bloodbath. Explicit take the bag by 25, and now we're going to be moving on to a game 2. And I made a prediction earlier. I said, bro, you're going to have to start here. There's a reason behind that, because 11 are just so freaking ridiculous with search and destroys, okay? I'm not saying that Explicit can't do it. What I'm saying is it's going to be difficult, okay? You put yourself in a cushion where you have the opportunity to drop a game on the backs of a great hardpoint. You set yourself up for success. There's no way you can go wrong here. You got to at least, you know, the search and destroy to look forward to. And, you know, if you have a few mistakes, it's okay. You've got that game 3 in your pocket, which is on a Dom standoff. Now, that hardpoint was massive. Why? Because the search and destroy is going to be devastating for one of these teams. And, you know, with the way that 11 has been playing it, we'll see how it goes. And we were playing with 60 MS. No mames. I also heard that too. Oh my goodness.
Defend the objectives. The enemy has the bomb.
All right, game number 2. Search and destroy on standoff. The advantage is going to be on the fact or it's going to be on the backs of Levity now as first side, they're going to have the attack, but a Lucifer taking the early advantage as well as Solo. This is a map now that I'm remembering they actually did well on last night, so maybe I made a, incorrect assumption earlier. We'll see how it pans out, though. Levity do collect a bomb. The push comes through. Palone able to find one that's Solo. Snipe's going to find the refrag. Still a 3-man or 2-man advantage for Explicit. 3 drop, 1 drop for each team. Yuhi and Palone left to pick up the pieces. Yuhi going to be right here contesting. Yuhi finds one and Snipe's able to do the deed and bounce back. That's an amazing frag for him to try and equal things up. As Levity looking to find another game in the mix. Gonna have to be flawless in this search or destroy, and so far they have been at a disadvantage ever since the first 10 seconds. And you can thank Lucifer for finding that first frag, but those frags are long behind you. You've got 3 to deal with here. Yeah. Chucky, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't remember much about last night other than the fact that it was super long and that ARP are just too OP on takeoff, search or destroy. If I were you guys, I would have banned that map, in my opinion. They didn't drop a single game on that map in Search and Destroy. I would have gotten it out of the mix, to be honest. Yuhi looking to get this bomb down. He's going to have to deal with Solar first. Solar maintaining his position. Lucifer is going to be able to breach this bus station building. And a well-orchestrated push towards this A side is going to give Explicit the first round. They had a 1-man lead off the bat as Lucifer went demon mode and found that first blood immediately. He picked up 2 more to go along with it, and you saw the compromise there on that bus station building. Will he be able to continue his reign of terror here? Legacy going to be in that same position. Is going to go ahead and anticipate the push now. This is that adaptability right here. You get caught lacking here, it's going to be tough. Snipe's got your back, though. He finds one. That's going to be Yuhi. That's a massive one. As Yuhi is one of those players that were last alive. He's one of the only ones to get a kill as well. So, Explicit up 1-0 in the search. Also up 1-0 in the series. Only need 1 more game to book their semifinals berth. Could very well do it here against this 11 squad. Zai gets taken down, or Zai takes 1 down, as Solo drops. Didn't get a chance to see the kill cam, but Solo there to get the refrag, and yet again, Explicit doing what they're doing best here, just picking this 11 roster off 1 by 1. Veteran gonna find his first on the board, gets the bomb drop. Go ahead and chucks the nade to go along with it. Zai might be taken out. Oh, he's 1-shot. He's going to be the last one alive, and he's going to have to make something happen here. You can't go down 2-0 on the attacking side. This is the advantage 11 was supposed to have to begin with. Lucifer going to play very, very patient, and patience is a virtue, and that virtue paid off right there. 2-0, flawless rounds for Explicit. You can't do it any better than that. You pick up 1-2 off the bat. You find them out in the open, making that transition over to that bus station building. Of course, you're going to be able to maintain the power. Snipe's actually going to be right there on that door site, on the backside of Delhi. Doesn't get anybody, but is going to be able to stay alive. Solar drops. Raven's going to find one as well. And that's Solo and Solo dropping. Yuhi drops, and now 11 have all the power in the book. Are going to go ahead and make that push over to the A site. Are going to go ahead and secure the bomb plant. Veteran and Snipe's going to have to play this together, and they're both on opposite sides of the map. Snipe's going to get pushed by Raven. Raven is going to be able to win that one. Veteran drops the Zai, and that is going to be 11 bouncing back when they need to the most. Explicit still up 2-1. And I think I might have fueled the man Snipes when I told him that it's going to be a tough search and destroy. I didn't lie, though. This is still a tough search and destroy. The game's not over with yet, right? They did play a very great search and destroy last night against ARP, but this is an ARP. This is a different breed in 11. 11 seem to thrive when they need to the most in search and destroy game modes. Legacy going to be a proving factor right there. Finds first blood. Catches Solo out in the open and Bomb in the hands of him. It's going to be an awkward transition, but he should be able to make it? Question mark? He does. Solar there to contest if he does get the bomb plant. We're going to be listening for it. Is he going to get the Q? Is he going to make a move when he does get the Q? These are all factors to consider. Not going to be a factor, though, as Balone drops down. I didn't even see it on the map. I looked at chat for a second, and well, there goes Balone doing his work. Raven's going to be dropped. Bomb's going to be down yet again. Snipes picking up 5 so far in the search. Balone going to be right there. Might lose his wig if Snipes catches wind of him one more time. Veteran going to be able to even things out. And what started off as a great round for 11D has just slowly progressed into something that may get out of hands early here. And that's going to be Zai, the last one alive. Snipes finds his 6th. Finds Balone on that rotation up to this middle building. And now he's going to have to find one more. And that's Zai. And Zai going to spot him right there. Snipes picks up his 7th, and now it's a 3-1 in favor of Explicit. Doing a damn good job of making sure that these rotations are on point, and I gotta say, even on the backside of a poor defending map, they are defending very well.
Enemy down.
Zai gonna find one in Solar. Solar and Solo dropping early. Take a look at the stats for Solo. He hasn't had the best Search and Destroy game so far, only 2 and 5, but being a First Blood often is not a good sign. Lucifer was the player who were making those First Blood occasions, but it does look like Solo going to be pushing out in the open yet again, and he is going to be taken down. It's a 4v3 scenario. Bombs in the hands of Legacy. Legacy desperately wants to make this bomb plant, but obviously you can hear the shots raiding in. They're all over this middle building. It's not clear. Trophy system's going to be destroyed. That means the nade should come along with it if you got them. I believe Lucifer has one. The nade position's on point. Zai might be in some danger here if this nade explodes, but there's a second trophy on point. That second trophy is gone, and what you had there was a bit of an opportunity for, you know, the nades to make an impact, but, you know, you didn't factor in for that second trophy system. Palone going to be caught in mid. Yuhi up top, picking up the DLQ himself. A bandit finds one. Only going to have Lucifer to deal with now. Lucifer playing his life for the most he can, but you got 4 players from 11 to deal with. And only about 20 seconds to make it happen. Palone on the rotation. Is it going to be spotted initially? Is it going to be able to take a shot? Palone able to win that gunfight. Don't get confused, though. Explicit have the advantage, and now they're going to be on the good sides. It's a 3-2 lead. Explicit only need one more game in order to take it to a semifinals opportunity. They're going to have to win 3 more rounds to do it here, or allow 11D a third game, and I don't see that third game coming through. I said 11D played Search to Destroy well. They played it well so far. I mean, they haven't played it as well as they should. They haven't played it as well as Explicit has, obviously, but now we're going to see, again, another unorthodox push. Might not pan off the first time around, and this might be Explicit trying to go for that A site too soon. Solo going to be able to find his first blood for his team. Solo going to be able to find 2. Gets a hit marker on Palone. Is going to be able to get help from Lucifer, and what was looking very grim for Explicit early on. Looking pretty decent now. They clear off that A site effectively, but Yuhi and Zai still alive is a big factor. Zai peeks the bottom side of middle building. Lucifer wants to get the bomb plant down, but is covering his angles first. Does lose that one-man advantage, and but about 54 seconds left on the clock. Gonna have to make a move here.
Get down, sniper! Sniper! Get down!
Lucifer gonna go ahead and try and get this bomb plant down. Is gonna be successful. The advantage now back in the favor of Explicit. Yuhi and Zai gonna have to make a move towards the site, but they're gonna have to clear out those two players lingering. I want to see Solar's positioning. Look at this. Oh my god! Finds one, but Yuhi finds the refrag. Now it's a 1v1. Lucifer able to reposition Deer on the backside of this bus station building. Is gonna wait for the Q. The nade comes out. The toss comes through. Gonna force the hand of Yuhi. Yuhi gonna try and rotate in, but he's not gonna have time. This might be an explicit round. Oh my god, Lucifer. Well played. That was about as well played as one could do it. Gets the bomb plant down, chucks the nade, waits for the push, plays time, and then, of course, you got your opponent right there who just sitting still waiting for the action. He didn't have a play. He obviously could not make that bomb defuse if he wanted to. The timing just wasn't there. He gave away his location. Of course, he's going to be towards that site as he has to make the defuse in order to win the round, and those things just did not happen. So, a poor start to the round, but they just did a phenomenal job of recovering themselves and playing together. Also, Solar finding that one frag on Zai made things a lot easier. So, Solar, great job putting up for the team. Bomb's going to go down. Veteran going to make sure it does. With a one-man advantage, we're going to see 42 seconds on the clock. And, man, I made an accusation earlier, and I was just like, good night. I should have just shut my mouth. Zai finds one, but Snipes there for the first of this round for himself. 8 on board in total. As we take a look at the scorecard here, as I say that, Lucifer drops, but Veteran trying to get the refrag. Gonna clear rugs here. Bus station not safe. 2 players there for 11. He's gonna get taken down. And that is gonna be 2 players left. Solo, who is also weak, is gonna push down. Take the shots. Clears off the site, plays time very well, but who is up top? That's Snipes. Snipes gonna find one. Legacy gonna defuse with 2 players alive. Legacy clutching up the round for 11. They still have a disadvantage as they are on the defending sides, and Explicit have been playing the Search and Destroy so freaking well so far. We'll see if they continue to do it even on that round. Like that's like one of those rounds that, you know, it goes under or goes unnoticed when you're looking at the grand scheme of things. Look at the grand scheme of things. Legacy or not Legacy, but Explicit are literally owning 11 here in this Search and Destroy. They had the advantage moving on to the attacking side. Now they're going to have an opportunity to close this series out in 2 games, but, you know, again, as soon as Verdict speaks highly of your team, apparently they just seem to, you know, fall back and come back to reality, and that is 11 now taking the one-man advantage. Zai going to be able to retreat with his life, but Explicit are going to be looking for him. Snipes going to get caught right there by Raven, and now Solar. Oh my god, Solar finds one. That is going to be Palone. Zai at the bottom of the staircase, going to be anticipating the push out. Bomb is yet to go down. 50 seconds on the clock. Zai waiting for that perfect moment. Raven's got your back, but Solar does the dirty work and does pick up that kill. The push comes through. Solar! So damn well in this Search and Destroy so far. 7 on board. Is going to get the bomb plant down now. Raven, who had the power issue earlier, going to push out. Solar launches that hunter-killer drone, but that is it. We are on match point. Explicit looking to shut Verdict up. Could very well 2-0 11 who... I made a bold prediction earlier. I said 11 were going to potentially take this Search and Destroy. I said you had to win the hard point first in order for this series to go your way. I was right, but I was also wrong about the Search and Destroy. The game on point for Explicit. They have literally went toe-to-toe with 11. They have put them in their place so far. Raven looking for that first blood is going to have one right there to deal with. That's going to be Snipes, but Snipes doesn't see the rotation. Does on the last second. Palone going to find one, but that is going to be Solar finding one as well. Palone able to find a second. Raven looking to make the rotation over. Solar has to be dealt with. He's going to be waiting for the push. Now, Solar going to find one. Easy kills. You can't push in there one by one. Legacy trying to get this bomb defused. Oh, look at the placement. Look at the placement. Legacy able to get that dumpster plant
it's not
defuse, and that was on your teammates, bro. Your teammate planted it right there on the dumpster site. Of course, the Legacy's not going to be seen right there. Solar had that one in the bag, bro. I'm going to be honest with you.
destroy the objective.
There's no way that Solar doesn't win that round if you don't put that bomb down right there. Right in front of where it should have been. That's tough. You know, it's a round that, you know, it gets washed through. But if Levity somehow managed to take this search and destroy, I'm going to be looking at that one in particular.
Target down.
Levity trying to play it as cautious as possible. Snipe's going to find Pallone.
Need backup.
Yuhi going to find Solo. Lucifer going to find one himself. And now it is a 4v2. Bombs in the hands of Lucifer, who's got 7 on board. Solo looking to clear out. Bus station, front side. The bomb is going to come down. Just, oh my god, Sai! You got to see that. Now Legacy is in a damn near impossible 1v4 scenario. The bomb is down. Only 35 seconds left to work with. Is going to be able to rotate out, but not going to be successful with it, and that is going to be explicit. Booking their ticket to the semifinals, where they will be facing off in a best of 5 against Tribe Gaming. Tribe beat Lux 2-1. Tribe beat Polluti Esports 2-0. They're waiting for their chance at the semifinals. Dance here with the Explicit, who has 2-0-11. Now we're going to have a Stage 5 preview. Obviously not a Stage 5 preview for bracket-wise, but Stage 5 preview as in both of these teams are in Stage 5 in their own respective bracket, one being way more overpowered than the other.
Stand down.
And you all know what I'm talking about. That Group B is one of those groups of death. There are so many talented teams in that Group B. Group A, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's not as stacked as Group B. Looking at the stats here. Solar, you popped off, bro. 12 kills on point. Lucifer, 8 kills. 11 kills for Snipes. Absolutely cracked, bro. I will eat my words now. Don't doubt our S&D. Yo, if that was a takeoff map, 100%. I doubt you guys again. Well played, Snipes. You guys came through and you popped off. Good games from 11 in both. Explicit going to be moving on to the semifinals to face off with Tribe. As we're going to get geared up for it. We're going to have that matchup on hand. We're going to get the best of 5 and Explicit coming in and handle their business. I'll be honest with you. Based off of the performance in the community game, I didn't think you guys had it in you, but you came through and you proved me to be wrong in that sense. Good job for you guys. Now, you got your work cut out for you in a Tribe semifinals. We're going to get geared up for that, but before we do, we're going to take a moment to thank our sponsors by showing a little ad for them. And then we're going to have a short intermission where Verdict's going to regroup himself. We will be right back with all the action. It's going to be Tribe and Explicit. Guys, don't go anywhere. Grab a snack. Get geared up because things are about to get super sweaty. Alrighty, guys, we are back live for some Meseeks Sunday Showdown action. That's right. We've got Explicit in the lobby, we've got Tribe in the lobby, and we've got a best of 5 to come ahead of us. It's going to be a sweaty one. I made claims last series round, so I won't make any claims moving forward. Hardpoint Crossfire is where we're going to start things off. S&D Hackney Yard, game number 2. Dom firing range. And I'm thinking this one's going to go the distance, at least to a game 4 situation, which if that's the case, we will see a Hardpoint Summit. And if we do see an S&D 5th game option, it's going to be on Raid. So Hardpoint Crossfire, S&D Hackney Yard, Dom firing range, Summit, Hardpoint, Raid, Search and Destroy for those 4th and 5th game options. Boy, did I make some bold claims earlier? Did I say that the S&D game was off for Explicit? No. I just said it wasn't up to par against the guys over at Community Esports. I can't even remember their name. How do you lose to them? Obviously, you know, 16 and 12 kills a piece for 2 of those guys. That was a huge factor. So I'll forgive Explicit, and you know, I'll eat my words for that last series. And now we've got a second time or a semifinals option here. Hold on, wife's texting. A semifinals matchup here where both teams who are stage 5 contenders are going to be able to get a little bit of practice in against each other. They're not going to be in the same group as one another. Tribe in that sweaty of sweat group. That's Group B. And then you got Explicit, who is, you know, still got their work cut out for them on that Group A side of things. If you haven't had a chance to check out the group or stage 5 groups, check it out on Twitter, dude. Their Group B is literally stacked to the brim, and Group A is just, I'm not saying it's a cupcake, but in comparison to that Group B is a group of death, right? Group B is where dreams go to die and champions are born. Tribe going to have to fight it out in a tough one, as they're going to have plenty of time to, or plenty of talent to sort out. We're going to get geared up for this Stage 5 preview. Obviously, they're both in separate groups, so it's not going to be something we'll see initially. If one of these teams make it past their group stages, which only one team does make it past, we'll see how it pans out. One team from each group, that is. All right, Solo, Lucifer, Snipes, Veteran, Solar, going to be your starting 5. It was starting 5 earlier, starting 5 for Champs, I'm assuming, as well. And then Tribe is going to have Envy, Band, Parrish, Bolu, and Marshy. Explicit took out Tribe in Champs. Let's see if this happens again. Oh, crap. He's not even here. Oh, happy birthday, Gil. That was a week ago, bro. Gil's birthday was last week, guys, okay? Oh, that was actually Child's fault. He used the wrong drone. That's right. Did Tribe play by himself or what? Child's play by himself? I don't know. I don't know what the case is with Child's. Right now, we're looking at a Tribe roster that doesn't have Child's in the mix. What we do have is a pretty stout lineup on both sides of things. We're going to go ahead and fire it up. Crossfire is where we're going to start things off. Ready up, please. Oh, we are ready, bro. I've been ready. I was born ready. I'm ready! If I was SpongeBob, that's what I would sound like. All right, any rate, everyone's readied up. Green checks across the board. Celestial, start that puppy. There we go. It's like she was right there in VC with me. Yeah, I didn't have to say a thing. All right, we saw the best of 3 in here on a Search or Destroy, but this isn't a Search or Destroy, and this is an 11D. Explicit and Tribe going to be duking it out here for a final slot. Only one available from these 2 teams. Who's going to get the better end of the stick here in P1? We'll see how it pans out. We're going to see the rotations over to the staircase side of things. Bottom's going to be controlled there by Solar. Solar does a great job, but is traded by Band, who is frying out. He finds 2 of himself. He's got 2 players to deal with up top. One's right there on the staircase right next to you, homie. That's Veteran. Veteran and Lucifer still alive. Marshy on the jump up gets dropped. Shorty OP, absolutely. It's a freaking nature in a map like this, especially on these close quarter combat points. that you'll see here in P1. The staircase, again, not a safe spot for Envy, but he's going to be able to find one before he's going to be able to find two, and that is going to be Envy just continuing to slay out. He finds a third in solo, and now for some much-needed P1 time, as Explicit finds themselves 24 points. That is exactly where their P1 journey is going to end. I see the rotations over to P2 are already going to come through. Solo might peek back over, but it does look like he's going to set up shop here in the top side of this corner building. Solar doing a good job there, getting that first frag on Marshy to solidify that P2 transition. 24 to 28. P1's down. We got a neck-and-neck game. This is exactly what you want if you're either of these teams. You don't necessarily need to get 50 points off of P1. You need to put up at least 20 points and be satisfied with that. Make the rotations over. Marshy going to be caught on the rotation going up the staircase to P2. And Explicit doing a damn good job so far. Rotations on point. Call-outs on point. Solar, or Snipes rather, going to be tripped up right there by Band. But Band going to be caught lacking by Veteran. And P2 has been a W so far for one of these teams, and it's not Tribe. Explicit trying to get their fair share of the pie here early on. Have done a great job of maintaining the fort, but that is going to come to an end as we see the nade and the shots to follow up with it. Marshy getting the break. Marshy going to be able to open the floodgates onto that B site. And I don't see Tribe on the hill, which is a very, very big problem now. P3 transitions are going to come through, and nobody there to capitalize on those last little bit of point or scrap time. Bolu makes his way on the point, but there's only 8 seconds of it. And now you've got to battle back as Bolu was left behind, doesn't have a kill on board, and spawns are not favoring Tribe. So the 10-point deficit is going to have to be overcame. No harm, no foul, though, right? Yeah, there's a little bit of foul. This is, you know, the P3 transition that you were looking for to, you know, boost yourself up to that, you know, that lead. This is a comfort spot for one of these teams, and right now it's not a comfort spot for Tribe as Bolu finally gets on board with a frag, but is going to be instantly traded. The good thing is his homies are going to be right here on the backside of Delhi as the rotations come back through. Spawns are going to be pretty sweaty right here. The rotation's not going to be safe. Snipe's going to be there to hold. Veteran going to be on point to also make a great protection of the hill as we see Explicit just kind of run away with things here early on.
Hardpoint identified.
Smoke! I'm hurt.
Hostiles have captured.
All right, P4 rotations are going to be solidified. Tribe going to be able to maintain the fort here as they are going to have the early advantage. Veteran, however, is looking to make some moves here with the Death Machine. Is going to find some shots, but no kills to go along with it. Is going to get the 50% assist, and this might be the opportunity for Explicit to go ahead and get this break in. And it's going to be an ample opportunity for us to go ahead and join in the VCs of the guys over at Explicit who are now just running away with this lead over Tribe. All right, quick HyperX listen in, and we'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Enemy Mate, win these fights, win these fights.
Deli,
One
back.
on that. Deli.
I'm drone.
Oh, mid tree, and Deli.
And I'm a drone.
Set up early.
Drone.
Alright, I got one. Wait for drone. No, Solar.
Out.
One in Deli.
Identified. Hardpoint lost.
The half are small.
They're all deep.
They're all deep.
Heal, wake.
Yo, oh yeah, I want to.
I got hit.
No, they're all deep.
Enemy contact.
Yeah, all there.
One shot, Death Machine, nice. That's a break.
More.
I got
deep.
break.
I got deep. One more deep.
Deep dead. Broken.
I got it.
I'm hurt.
All right, you heard it, man. You heard the gameplay. Wait for the drone. Did that drone pave this way to success for Explicit in Game 1? Absolutely. But you got to contribute to the fact that Yeah, Explicit just did a damn good job there in the hard point. As a matter of fact, P1 was a W. They picked up 24 points. They get the early advantage in P2. They don't get much of the pie there, but that P3 rotation was on point. And you got to go back to that spawn section for Tribe, right? You leave Bolu with those last 10 seconds. He wasn't able to get a full 15, 20 seconds on point. He was only there for about 10 seconds. And what happened there? Tribe make that rotation to P3. One player drops, and they spawn out. And then the rest of the team spawn out. You get those points, you get those rotations a little early. You don't go for that little bit of scrap time. You know, if it was 20 seconds, maybe. But it was like 10 seconds. And it was unfortunate. Game number 1 going to go down as a massive W, 150 to 65. Explicit continuing to do the damn thing. 16 and 7 for Solar, who, again, came in chat and made it very apparent. Hey, I've been off for 4 days. Don't be too hard on me. I was like, I can't promise you that. But, good luck. Did he show up and show out? Absolutely, bro. 16 and 7, 23 seconds on the point. Lucifer right there, 17 and 7, 38 seconds on the point. Min and 2 for Veteran. Only goes 9 and 5, but when the game doesn't even go past a halfway mark of that P5, of course, you're not going to have a high frag game. On the flip side of things, a little bit of a struggle in identifying the objective player here. Bolu goes 4 and 10. That's not the kind of numbers that I'm used to seeing from him. But again, this is a hardpoint crossfire. We still got at least 2 more games to go. So we're going to get geared up for that next match, which again is going to be a search and destroy on Hack the Yard, as I mentioned earlier. And we're going to be going into that game with Explicit having the advantage, and then also coming to my chat telling me how well they've been playing Search recently. So with that knowledge, we look back at the second series that they played against Levity. Just such a dominant performance in the Crossfire map. Can they do it here in Hackney Yard? We'll see. As we're not even going to waste time. We're just going to jump right into it. Game number 2. Search and Destroy on Hackney Yard. If you're just joining us, Explicit have a 1-0 lead on the backs of a well-played hardpoint. Can they follow up that performance with a stout S&D performance? We'll find out here as the game and action is going to come through. Marshy and Team Tribe are going to be on the attack side, as we do see the push towards this B site get shut down initially. Lucifer there on point. Parrish looking to get a little bit of revenge, but Envy finds Solo in the background, evening things out. Envy's going to be taken down by Snipes, and that is going to be a 2-man or 1-man advantage for the guys over at Explicit. As soon as I said 1-man advantage, that flips and changes real quick. 1-man advantage in favor of Tribe. Bolu looking to get the pick there on Solar. Shots are going to miss for both players. They're going to be able to play their lives, and the bomb in the hands of Marshy as the rotation over towards this A side is going to come through. Solar going to be suspecting the rotation as well as the smokes come through. Lucifer going to be able to play the backside, but there's Bolu there to answer if he makes a wrong move. Solar finds the first blood to make the push up, and he's got 38 seconds to find 2 more. Lucifer there to contest as well. Shots on P1, not going to hit anything. Parrish actually makes the rotation in, and Solar does not see it. This could be a problem. Parrish going to find himself a shorty bullet to the face. Bolu now going to be the last one alive. Solar, you ballsy dude. Ballsy. Is going to be able to defuse. 200 IQ from Solar. He sees Bolu go out the front door. And sure enough, when there's no one there to contest, he's going to be able to put on that defuse. And that's going to be a 1-0 lead advantage. Or in the advantage of Explicit, who just downright disrespected that 1v1. That should have been, something that played out. But, Solar, you had a bomb plant or to defuse. Of course, you don't need to take that interaction. You did well to play your life, and you did well to make sure that bomb was defused. And job well done from Explicit. Now Tribe looking to pick up the pieces. It was a 3v2 going into that bomb plant. Obviously, Tribe felt like they had the advantage. They did. It came down to a 1v1 where things took a turn for the south, and Bolu makes one wrong move, and he sure enough pays for it there. Snipes going to find 2. Parrish going to find 1 on the return, so another 3v2, but this time it's player advantage in favor of Explicit now. Marshy going to be the left one alive as 1 player drops. Oh my god, 2 players drop. It's a 1v1. Snipes does have the bomb down, and I'm sure he saw it as he picked up those 2 making their way over to the A site. Intensity rising. Snipe's going to be looking for that push over towards the site. And I know Marshy knows that Snipes knows that the bomb is down. Okay, let me say that again. I know Marshy knows that Snipes knows that the bomb is down, right? He knows exactly where the bomb is. Marshy knows that. This is the kind of info that he knows because when the bomb went down, Snipes was right there. The call-out comes through. Snipes, however, does win that one. Shorty up close, absolutely on point. And that is going to be a 2-0 crisp 2 rounds in favor of Explicit.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
A little bit of Stage 5 previews here. Both these teams have tickets to the show. Tribe in Group B, that group of death.
Bomb has been planted.
Explicit in Group A. Slightly less sweaty in my opinion, but still very, very competitive in their own regards. A much better round for Tribe as they are looking to clean things out perfectly, flawlessly potentially, but Band gonna do the deed and takes a body himself out. Parrish gonna see Snipes on the rotation. Parrish gonna be able to hit the shots,
Lost that round.
and that is gonna be Tribe getting on board here after 2 rounds dropping in a row. Explicit able to run away with a little bit of advantage, but Tribe still making it interesting there. The A-side push was on point. They picked up a few trades to begin the round, and of course that bomb plan to go around with it. So obviously they take that advantage and they make the most of it. A lot of teams not able to capitalize on, you know, bodies down, and this is not the case here for Tribe. They see everything as it is. Veteran gonna get taken down. Envy gonna find those kills, but Solo going to be able to find one himself, make it 2. Solo, the big man on campus, looking to find a third. It's gonna be Envy there for the shots. Solo gonna be able to fall back, and we got a 2v2 now as Bolu makes things interesting, finding his 4th kill on the game. Envy does have the bomb in the hands, and you can see the rotations over to this B site are going to come through. Solo up top A. Solar going to be looking for the rotation. Is he going to find anything initially? Bolu and Envy have made the site successfully. Now they're going to have to deal with Solar if he peeks his head top of the top of this tin building.
Get down!
The bomb has been
Bolu. Oh my god, Solar!
complete the mission.
Finds one. The shots are going to come through. Bolu. Oh, the hit marker. Feels bad. And now Bolu going to be left in a 1v1. Solo not going to be able to capitalize on the shot that that Solar hit earlier. The smoke's going to come through as well. And now Bolu knows where you're at. Is going to be looking for that angle, but Solo up top could be an issue here. Will he be able to get the drop? Does to see Bolu on the rotations, the shots don't land. He's still got a little bit of time, but Bolu doing a great job of rotating back. Is going to play the time. This is going to be a round in favor of Tribe. No! Bolu! What was that?
Nice work.
Oh! Clip it, chat. Clip that. Oh my god. Bolu, that was a free round. He didn't get to he didn't get to reload. That's tough, dude. How did that shot not be... How was that not a one shot? He was right in his face.
I'm hot! Get down, sniper! Sniper!
I'm speechless, chat.
Get down, sniper!
I'm so speechless right now. I can't even express what... Oh my god, that is Spain without the S. Nope, that's Spain with the S, but on the backside of it. That's pains. Those are literal pains. Oh my god. You guys are just now seeing it. That's tough.
Sniper!
Tribe.
Sniper!
You know what? Rip.
Out!
Yep. That's tough. Now, Bolu going to be left in a 1v3 solo, doing some more terror action here. 5 kills on board, 2 right there. Tribe just being picked apart, and what should have been an easy round for them. Obviously, you know, the lack of connection in that moment. It was a bit heated. Bolu plays his life, does a great job. Everything was on point for Bolu there. And I'll continue to go back to that round. It was a You know, everything on point for Bolo. You miss one opportunity to reload, and that changes everything about that round. Oh my god. If they lose this search, I'm going to look back at that round and I'm going to be like, man. I'm not going to blame Bolo for it, though. I can't. It's just not possible, man. You know what? You're in an intense 1v1 scenario. You've got a shorty in your hand. You hit that shot. You know, you think it's it, and sure enough, you know, you get caught reloading. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happened to Bolo. He is the best of us. They ain't going to be up top. He is going to be spotted. Solo does a great job of peeking the corner and falling back. Did not like what he saw up there, and Envy is going to play his life as well as Band. I want to say that was Band who was up top. Both players finding different trades. Solo going to be taken down now. Veteran and Snipes going to be left in a 2v5. Snipes does have the bomb in his hand. Not for long, though, as he is taken out. Bolo going to get a little bit of redemption, but is going to find
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
another round for Tribe as one player drops for them. Great job of checking in on that round.
Destroy the objective.
Tribe doing a great job of executing that round. I'm sorry, I'm still a little caught up on that last search and destroy round a few rounds back. I'm literally still stuck in that moment. I hope Tribe had moved on from it. I'm moving on from it now. It didn't happen. All right. 4-2 explicit. Been playing it so very well so far. Solo in particular. He's been a monster in this search and destroy, picking up double kills left and right. 2 kills to start off this round. The advantage is in favor, but sure enough, Tribe do a great job of getting the refrags to come through. Envy gonna get some help here from Parrish, who falls back. Parrish gonna pick up a 2-piece. Snipes up top. Snipes is down. And now Solo, the player who's picked up 2 this round, is gonna pick up a 3rd. He's gonna have to get the ace and the defuse. The bomb is down. But it's not planted, so maybe he doesn't have to work on the defuse. Maybe he just stick to playing this round out and seeing how it goes. Ban and Parrish kind of have an idea of where he's at, and you can see their positioning. They're waiting for him to push up aggressively. It's not going to happen. Solo... Oh, actually, he does have to. He's got to collect that bomb, and once he does, Tribe are going to be able to pounce like wild tigers. That's right. Solo is on the attacking side, right? Yes, it is. Does pick up the bomb. Down cues are not going to alert Tribe. They're going to be able to hang back in the spawn site. They're going to expect Solo to clear his angles before he gets his plant down at the very least. Band going to spot him here. This is going to be a 2-1 push. Band going to get the initial shots, but Parrish going to pick up his 3rd. And now, even the backs of a bad round, a few rounds back, Tribe able to make things spicy towards the end here. Doing a great job of recovering. A great job on the defense there. Can they continue that same momentum as we see a 5-man push towards the B side for Explicit? Veteran and Snipes going to be leading the pack. The pushback over. Bolo going to be weak. Is going to fall back, and we're going to see all the players for Tribe refocus their energy. 2 players still on that A side. That's Parrish and Envy. They're holding the fort down. Band going to get first blood. That's going to be Solar. Bottom green not safe. Snipes going to be in danger here in a second, too. But the bomb's planted. 5v4 retake should favor Tribe, but Snipes inside of the building here at bottom green could be the definitive defense for Explicit. Oh, Snipes! Crab walks his way to a kill there. 2v3. Bolo looking to get the defuse. Not going to happen. Going to be shut down. Solo, an absolute nightmare for this team so far. Solo, 15 seconds left on the clock. The defuse. Come on, clear it. Envy, what are you doing, bro? Parrish is going to try and get the clear as well. The shots from Solo plays his life so damn well, and that is going to be Explicit taking the round. Parrish not able to get this bomb plant down. He's got 13 kills on the board. Talking about a big-ass backpack for him.
Get ready for the next round.
Doesn't matter. Now we're on match point. 13 kills for Parrish, just for a note. Picked up that last one on Solo, but Solo literally jumped off the top and hit a mean 360. Knew the round was over before it was, and Parrish just fragging out right now, and it's not in vain. We'll see if Tribe can collect themselves here as they are now in position to be down 2-0 in the series. Bolo and Marshy doing a great job of opening up, picking up the slack there. 7 on board for Marshy. Make it 8. 8 for Bolo. 9! Marshy doing Marshy things here. deep in the search and destroy, not even able to pick up those double-digit kills. As the whole team swarmed. Explicit never stood a chance that round. 9 on board for Marshy. I said that was a big-ass carry for Parrish, but things starting to look a little better here. Tribe extend the round, or extend the game to another round. Explicit still have match point on board. And now we're going to see a little bit, this is a little bit of, you've got match point on board, right? Explicit played this very conservatively. I'm painting you a picture. You got match point on board. You're wanting to close this thing out. Last round was a bust. And now you got to play and do it perfectly because you don't want to see that round 11 situation. Parrish makes you pay, though. Marshy finds one as well. Envy going to drop in the background. Parrish with 14 on board is still alive. Free to roam. And on the flip side of things, your carry on the Explicit side, Solo, he's down. Started this match so very poorly. Has picked it up. I think he had like 2 kills to begin with. He picked up 2 kills each round since then. Bro has literally been frying. But his presence is not here. We'll see him next round if it does go to distance. Bomb is down. Parrish knows it. Bomb's going to be picked up. The sound cues are going to be on point. Now we're going to see the focus right back over at that B site. But Solar making the full-on flank on the backside could be a contributing factor to closing this thing out if he is allowed to go all the way through. Bolo says, forget it, homie. Hold my cup. Finds 2, puts up 10 for himself. And that's going to be Solar, who, again, was on the flank to begin with, is now going to be all on his own. It's just going to be a matter of moments before he has to make a push for the site. He's going to have 3 Tribe players absolutely gunning for his head. Parrish actually going to be unsuspected out first, but does spot him. Callouts are going to come through. Everyone from Tribe are going to readjust their angles. We're going to see the flank from Marshy. Only 14 seconds on clock. Solar not going to live long enough to see the rotation over from Marshy. Tribe extended to a round 11. And now we've got an interesting game. Because why? That you go back to that round. We're going to go back to that round one more time. And then we're going to forget it ever happened, right? We're going to think that Bolu had 2 shots in a shotgun. How does that round go? He played the round perfectly, right? You go back to peek the angle. And you find Solo trying to get the defuse. Well, Solo finding 2 there. Veteran finding 2. Oh, my goodness. Marshy. Now at a 1v3. So, if you're Tribe, you're looking back at that round and you're like, you can't blame Bolo because it was an honest mistake. You know? You get into a 1v2 scenario. You're just trying to play your life. You don't reload your shorty. It happens. That shot should have killed Solo, though. Okay? That shot should have... No shot should that shorty have not killed him. I've seen shorties kill from further distances every day. Marshy now going to be in a 1v3 for his life. 11 kills on board for the man. And he's got about a minute left to make something happen. Veteran going to get some shots. The whole Explicit army of 3 going to be lined up equally across the map with one player that's Solo going to be your flank. I think Solar might have been spotted there. Marshy actually just going to continue on like nothing happened. I don't know if he 100% saw him, but, you know, it's got to be in the back of his head. He had to have been there. Veteran going to be spotted coming through. P5 rotation. That backside building. Is going to be able to find one. 35 seconds on the clock. Solar and Snipes have repositioned now. They have no idea. He has no idea where these guys are. He's got to assume at least one is making the push. And he's right, and that's Snipes. Snipes going to be called out, suspected. 1v1. 25 seconds left on the clock. 20 seconds. If I'm Solar, I'm going to the back of the map. There's no dice. I'm waiting for this bomb to get picked up. You know it's at A. Maybe get the drop on him. Solar's not going to do it. Solar's going to sound off. Solar's going to try to get it to the top, but Marshy going to do the deed. The 1v3 is a reality here, and it could be a possible outcome now as Marshy has played it very well. The push comes through. Solar peeks in. Solar gets turned on. Marshy wins those. Marshy doing Marshy things. Tribe tie it up 1-1. Round 11 on the backs of Marshy's 1v3 clutch. Let's go. We've got ourselves a ball game now. I'm looking in chat. Marshy, clutch or kick. Let me go ahead and tell you, bro. Marshy wins those, bro. I'm going to tell you why. Because Marshy does Marshy things. Simple, plain, easy. Not a lot to remember. 16 kills on board for Parrish. My guy was slaying out. Parrish, we know who's been playing scrims all week, my guy. I gotta listen to this playback. The push comes through. Solar peeks in. Solar. It's turned on. Marshy wins those. Oh, my mic cuts out when I get too loud. I can't get too loud anymore, guys. No mames. Marshy, you're cracked. Go to clip it, chat. Make sure you clip that. Good God. Chat, you got to be reminding me whenever I get excited and I get loud, my mic cuts out, all right? Oh, my God. I got to say, Explicit played that so damn well, though, but, you know, you let Marshy stay alive, that's a problem. That is a big problem, okay? I got to say, Explicit still have the power in the series. They may have lost a little bit there as Tribe regained themselves in the end of that search, but again, 3-1. Marshy clutches it. No dice, right? I'm going into that round 11. I'm seeing Tribe drop it. I'm like, damn, feels bad. You just got beat by Explicit, who have taken the hard point, and now the search and destroy. Now you're going to have to battle it out in a game 3 that is going to be a domination firing range. Guys, is it getting intense or what? You can literally cut the intensity with a knife. It's getting a bit hot in here. It's steamy. Woo! Boy. Oh my. Play of the game right there. Right? Clutch on point. I wasn't excited because Tribe won, guys. Don't get twisted. Don't get that twisted. I got excited because I just saw an amazing 1v3 happen, and it just so happened that it was a member of Tribe that clutched it. If it would have been on the other side of the spectrum, I would have been just excited. All right? So the fact that it did happen and the fact that it was Marshy doing Marshy things was, just, a factor of the, situation. So, Chiggs, how are you doing, bro? Are you going to say hi to me? I see you in chat, man. All right. I'm also tied into these games, though, and it's getting intense. We're all tied up at 1. Try, find a way to win the search or destroy, even after a busted round. Let's be fair. It's one of those things that Polo's going to look back on tomorrow and be like, damn, I should have reloaded. I know he was in the moment. It was like, damn, how did that happen? I know he's laughing now because Marshy just clutched it up for the boys. But you look back to that round, and we don't even see a round 11 if that shorty had been reloaded. Or, come on, let's be real. How many times do shorty shots kill at that distance? 99% of the time. Okay? It just so happened that 1% was when Bolo didn't reload. Okay? I'm telling myself that too, and I'm sure Bolo's telling himself that. But now it's another day and another dollar. We've got a new life here for Tribe. They found a way to tie things up and now have equal opportunity moving forward. 1-for-1. Marshy clears off the B site, is going to fall back, though, as multiple players from Explicit are in the mix. I don't know if we got confirmation to join in on Tribe's VCs, but I would very much so like to join in if they have, the permission. So I'll get those on the back end and see if I can join in for Tribe. We joined in for Explicit. I only feel that it's fair that we join in for Tribe, but if Tribe deny, I obviously will respect that because Stage 5 is around the corner. A lot of these teams are not allowing players or not allowing casters to listen in. So, verdict: that game was as intense as camping. Get out of here, Chiggs. Chiggs, get out of my chat. Triple cap early for Tribe. They have taken it over. 1 point at a time. A, B, and C now all in their favor, but C slowly going to be capped. Damage is already done, though. The 2 cap's still pressured here for Explicit. Tribe just running the tables. This is their map, bro. I'm expecting them to do big things here, as I've yet to see them put up. I'm not saying I've yet to see them lose on a domination firing range, but let's be real. This is one of those maps that have a nostalgic feeling to them. You go back to last year's Stage 4 champs, and obviously this is not the same team, but this is the same org, right? You know, you got that same kind of vibe. Bolu and Marshy are still in the mix. They're two players that were still on that same roster. C's going to be capped and held there. Tribe not going to be able to maintain that triple cap for long, but again, the damage was done. 18-50 now. It is a blowout at the moment. Veteran looking to regain a little bit of ground, but is going to be halted. The A-cap not going to come through, and that may leave C wide open. No, it does not. The Predator missile from Explicit going to halt a little bit of that action back on that A site and B respectively, so we're going to see the B push come through, and Explicit trying to find their way in on the backs of Veteran having a good game. Taking a look at the scoreboard here. Solo and Veteran going to be the only ones positive on Explicit side, and pretty much everyone with the exception of Parrish. But Parrish will cut him slack. They dropped 16 in the Search and Destroy earlier. Now the triple cap goes in favor of Explicit. They were able to gain a little bit of ground off of it. Not going to be able to capitalize too much, though, on this double cap as the round's nearly over. Surely going to quit the bleeding for now. You know, the hemorrhaging, it was a lot of blood loss here in the first half so far. But Explicit doing a damn good job of keeping it close. And here we are, midway through this first half, looking to close it out. Tribe have the advantage. They have about a 26-point advantage going into, yep, 26 maybe. 26-point exactly going into the second half.
It's not over yet.
Lily, let me know if we could join Tribe's VC. Or Image.
Capture the objectives. Enemy taking C.
Second half start, 26-point advantage for Tribe. Explicit doing a damn good job of closing the gap. That could have been a lot more. We're looking at maybe a 40-point deficit now. You know, you get a little bit of a triple cap of your own. As a matter of fact, you start the second half off a little right there, as it did look like Snipes doing a little bit of spawn trap in there. C going to be in danger, though. A is going to be capped. C is going to be halted. Now, 1-for-1 flag. Solo able to win that gunfight. Trailer does have the control, but Solar pushes up. Doesn't have much help out in the open, all by himself. Up the creek without a paddle. Is going to be caught out in the open. The wall bangs from Bolu. He's going to be taken down.
Taking the lead. Enemy has B.
Enemy has B. We see Explicit take the bag there. They're looking for the A site cap. Snipes looking to make it happen as well, but Solo going to be the only one there on point. Is going to get taken down. Marshy comes through, defends the site. As a matter of fact, Tribe gets C. They're going to be making their way to the B site as well. The XS1, or the Dragonfire, actually going to come through. It doesn't do much, but I'm not even sure who had it. I just saw it hovering across the map. I was looking at the players, and with all due respect, I'm only one man. I can only do so much. A goes back in favor of Explicit. They regain the advantage. 2 caps on point. Lucifer does a great job of manning the fort there. Gets the B recap to come through as well. Tribe looking to make something happen here on the A site. Snipes shuts down the push and does continue to hold this jungle side. Bolo and Parrish combined for 2, and that is going to be Tribe looking to make this B cap a reality. But they got to deal with Solar, who's up top. Solar doing so much damage. Finds one in Parrish. Bolu finds one. The trades back and forth. Tribe looking to put the pressure on hot and heavy. A and C are in their favor. B is about 2 seconds away from being capped from 2 people, but with Solar up top, it's just not going to happen. I'm expecting this Dragonfire to come through for ban. He's not going to waste a shot. Is going to find 1 kill. Does, oh my god, get Solar out of the point. How has no one done that? Solar still up here, 21 kills. 21 and 16, bro. Of course you're not going to... Okay, they do get a B cap, but it's going to be short-lived. For possibly. No, Tribe do a good job here of maintaining the site for a little bit of time, but the deficit is much lower. About 16 seconds, but, you know, it's going to continue to grow now as Tribe have found life here in the second half. You know, regain their ability to maintain the sites effectively. They take control of their spawns. They got control of trailer as well. The triple cap pressure was almost a real thing for Explicit. The comeback almost real, but it's 20 points and counting, and Solar does have a Goliath. He does somehow manage to get taken out. I don't know how he did it, but boy, was that Goliath just well out of play. You can't do anything when it's dead. A, oh no, A's gonna be taken down. Tribe gonna get the C cap. B's gonna go back in favor of Explicit. They need one player to make the push up. They're not gonna get it. It's not gonna happen. We're well into triple cap territory, and that is gonna be Tribe. As long as they can maintain at least one flag here. Looking to get 2. They're gonna get it at A. C is gonna be traded. B gonna be still in favor of Explicit. Explicit doing a good job of covering up the back end. Marshy gets taken down, but Bolu and Tribe able to maintain this A side effectively. Bolu says, I will die here if I have to. Doesn't need to. That's gonna be game. 150 to 129. Tribe. Hold off the push. Maintain that second half. And that is going to be Tribe taking a 2-1 advantage over Explicit.
It's a draw. Stand down.
I just checked my DM's image. Appreciate you, bro. A1 since day one, bro. Absolutely love it. We can join the Tribe VC for next game. Obviously, I didn't get the perms or permission to join there in game number 3, but we've got a second chance to do it here in game 4. As we saw the hardpoint go the way of Explicit the first time around. Tribe take 2 sweaty games back-to-back in their favor, and what was supposed to be a 2-0 in favor of Explicit fall shy of that that search and destroy win 6-5 on the backs of Marshy with the clutch for clutch of a lifetime, man. If you didn't see it, you got to go back and rewatch the VOD. Marshy's 1v3 in round 11, epic. Okay, now we're sitting at a 2-1, the advantage in favor of Tribe. They rack up the points in domination. I made a call that this was one of their maps that they fry out on. You can see the stats that go along with it. 27 and 18, keeping that same energy. Marshy putting on a show here for us. Bolu, not necessarily positive. Doesn't need to be. You've got the teamwork to come along with it. 7 caps for him and 10 caps for Band. That alone right there solidifies victory. On the flip side of things, Solar, who was a tower titan, a tower terror, 26 and 19, bro. He was up there for a long time, and he was trying to anchor in that comeback, but it just didn't happen. Explicit still have a dog in the fight, though. They're going to be able to redeem themselves here in game number 4, as we're going to get ready for this. Could be potentially the last match of the night for these two teams, or for one of these two teams. Explicit, not for Tribe. They've guaranteed themselves at least a game 5. We're going to get geared up for a hardpoint on Summit. And we've got perms to join in for the VCs over at Tribe. We're going to take advantage of that. As Image shot me the DMs. He's like, yeah, sure, you can join in the VC. Much love, homie. Appreciate you. Are we jumping into this game 4 now as players are back in the lobby? They're ready to go. Green check marks all across at the bottom of the side of the screen. That's going to be Tribe. All green check marked up. And now we're looking for 2 players from Explicit to get in line 2. Guys, if you're just now joining in, this is the Meseeks Sunday Showdown semifinals. I'm Verdict, as always. I'm always Verdict. You know, or, you know, if it's Saturday, sometimes I'm not Verdict. Sometimes I'm just me. But that is also Verdict. So, Hardpoint Summit is going to be the deciding factor of Explicit C at Game 5. All right, Tribe. Hella comeback in the search and destroy. 1v3 clutch to end it. Marshy. He just wants to do ratchet things with his friends. He didn't have any friends to do ratchet things with in that search and destroy, but he continued to do ratchet stuff by himself. That was a 1v3 of a lifetime. I made the claim. I saw it play by play. I made, the call-outs as they were on point for him. He knew exactly what he was doing. He picked that first player off, got the second one out in the open. He assumed they made the push-up. Just rewatch the VOD, okay? I'm recalling it, bro, and it's just so much better if you do yourself a favor. Rewatch the search and destroy. Look for that round 11, and tell me that wasn't the best 1v3 clutch you've seen in a long time. I've seen some great 1v3 clutches recently, but that by far was one of the best ones I've ever seen in a round 11 situation. We've got comm permissions for Tribe. We've got game number 4 around the corner. It's jumping in. We're going to see the first kill feeds come through, and that's going to be Tribe written all over it. They're going to have the point to cover as well. That's going to be Parrish making sure that Tribe have the advantage. Yeah, he shakes his head. No, yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes. No, he's out. And that is going to be Veteran on the break. P1 is out and open. It's kind of this bottom computers area. Some players get lost here. There's multiple angles you have to cover, but you have a little bit of cover to go along with it. But this is definitely not a meat point for me. You get here, you get 25 points here. That's a W. You call it and move it on to P2, where, again, you're not going to get a majority of your points there, too. So I do see Veteran capitalizing on a majority of this point here. He's got 37 seconds. If you take a look at the times here, 35 seconds of to accumulate to show for P1, and Tribe going to do a little bit of point times there. They nearly get 20, which in my opinion, you can't ask for any more. 15 to 25 is ideal. Anything past that is just, it's just icing on the cake. 35 to 21 now as Tribe has made their rotations over. We've got a stout hole here on this catwalk area. We see one push in, one get traded. Tribe still have command. They are looking to close this semifinal matchup, which has been a very epic Stage 5 preview. It's not obviously going to be a preview for these two teams in particular to face each other, but these are two teams who are going to be playing in Stage 5. They've already booked their tickets. They've already got their tickets to the show. They're already going to be making their way to each respective group. Group B being one of the sweaty ones that I have ever seen. You look at Group 8, it's still very sweaty in its own regard, but, Group E is hella stacked. It's, the group of death, in my opinion. We've got a 10-point deficit for Tribe to overcome. It's going to be a few more points added to it, as I do see Solar does a great job of getting some scrap time there. Does take down one, and you see the spawns. Not going to be flipped yet. We're going to be on board with Veteran as he tries to anchor in, but he's going to be out quickly. Finds one. But that's it. He's done. Let's see where he spawns at. That's going to be an implication of how much of a struggle it is going to be for Explicit. You see that? They're going to be spawning in computer rooms. Not too far of a trek, but still a little bit of time to travel. The point is going to be evaded. Tribe looking to maintain the spawn sites. Do a great job of clearing out the hill, or the spawns per se, but not necessarily going to be equivalent to hill time, right? They don't care. They know what they need to do to make sure the point is secure, and they are doing it phenomenally. Now as Band pushes out, gets taken down, Parrish going to fall back. You see the the anchors coming in for Tribe, and this is going to be an awesome opportunity for us to go ahead and join for a quick HyperX listen-in. Bear with us as we join in with Tribe for their listen.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Enemy's drone.
I dropped the drone. I got the drone.
There's one more hill,
Did you kill him though?
Push.
I got it.
One more.
No.
Red.
You guys gotta push back. Yeah.
Respawn.
Heavy, hold the barrels.
I got long.
No, one middle.
I got long. Don't worry about long. Get heal.
They're gonna push through your shorties.
I got one B long.
Shorty Warman. Oh, you actually coming in for railgun. Harley's on point.
Nice. Go. I got a 100 killer. Go on B
Me and
long.
Heavy got back.
I full streaks.
One B long.
I got front.
Pushing the ball.
Push up, guys. Push up. Cargo. Be
Hello?
like dead.
No, one fork. 2 forks.
Be long dead.
They're not killing me.
One container half.
He's dead. They're gonna spawn like Seedom. I got
No,
him.
he
Get on hill, guys, get on hill.
He ran
I
back.
can't get on hill. I
They're
gotta
going
No, I
down.
got
Okay.
I got front.
Shorties, dude.
Playing for sure, they're playing for me.
Scared.
I got knitted.
Shorty warriors.
Watch your mushy.
Bolo.
Mushy, rotate, I get this.
Better and
I'm
ball.
waiting for a pitch. Hold on. I'm
They're
waiting
gonna
for a
spawn
pitch.
back.
Hold on.
I mean, no, they're not.
I'm scared, Bolo. I'm gonna die by a
Wait for a
shorty.
pitch. Wait, I'm pitching them top. Wait, hold on. Wait, don't
Shorty warriors
pitch.
are scared, dude.
I got one top.
No one knew.
See you long? One stairs.
Conch.
Hardpoint is ours.
One
cage.
top. There's one top.
Yo,
Oh, equalizer
Conch.
Behind you guys.
I'm dead.
Bottom, dead. One bottom, equalizer.
Where's you guys?
Yeah, they equalizer.
Nice.
Con.
I'm green. I got green.
I'm gonna use a sentry. I want your backs. One top.
Equalizer top.
No, towards bottom.
What the fuck are you doing?
Bottom
bro?
control.
Hostiles have a hard.
They're spawning C-dom.
I'm a bottom. Nice.
Stop.
Stay. Whoa.
Got him.
The thing.
Nice. Get as much points as possible on that hill.
They're all C-dom. Literally all C-dom.
Yo, towards cages. Guys,
Got him.
jump with
Stairs. My sentry's not working. What the freak?
Oh, no.
The fight going on here, dude?
Sentry gun deployed.
Yo, there's one top,
top,
dude.
one
He has
top.
the shorty out. Look at
The freak. Those comms were on point. You heard the seriousness and Bolu, and then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you got to hear, the lightheartedness and Marshy. Bolu, I'm scared. The Shorty Warriors, they're gonna get me. No more Shorty Warriors. That is it. Explicit exit stage left. Bit off a little bit more they can chew. That hard point was a well-fought victory in the first time around, second time on Summit map. Tribe on the hill. 150 to 86. Just ridiculous. The amount of time they got off that P3. They weren't even there, a majority of it. They were on the outskirts doing perimeter control, and it panned out. Okay? Tribe know what they're doing. They got a great IGL in Bolu. They got a great synergy amongst these players. And then on the flip side of things, you got Marshy doing Marshy things. And he's able to keep things a little light, and I love it. That is going to be Tribe moving on to the finals. As they're going to be looking to be crowned the Meseeks Sunday Showdown champion for Week 53. They take a 3-1 win over Explicit. They are going to be moving on to that final spot that they have righteously earned. All right, guys, we're going to get geared up for the finals. I'm going to take a look at the bracket. I need to check it with Day, too. Day actually might have already rated. Did Day rate? Day rate? He might have. We got hella viewers right now. Let's take a look at it. Who we got on board? Is that matchup still going? Oh, no, he's watching our matchup. Let me check it with Day, guys. Give me a moment to get my act together. Let me see who's going to be joining us for the finals. And, we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
invincible.
Alrighty, guys, we're back for the Meseeks Sunday Showdown Finals. The moment you've all been waiting for. We've got two elite teams in the lobby. Tribe versus Mini Tribe amidst Seminole in the mix. They are going to renounce that name and try and take the throne. We've got most of Seminole here. We got all of Tribe ready. They got green check marks across. I'm Verdict, and to my right, that way, I had to figure out which way my camera was pointing. Yeah, there we go. The almighty denominate.
Almighty?
Yeah, bro. You know, we try to do things big here. We got a huge stage to fill here, and, you know, we got the talent in both sides of the lobby, and, man, we've got a sweaty one to come, right?
Bro, we've got a 2022 Worlds matchup for you guys. This is going to be a good one.
Okay. I like how you set that one up.
Absolutely. You said we got to do it big, right?
Hey, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. As a matter of fact, seeing Rabolo last week, Rabalo last week, right? He's just going to give up and change his name. He's going to have to after tonight because I'm going to butcher that one for the remainder of it. You know, Seminoles got their work cut out for them, but on the opposite side of things, Tribe battling it back, taking it the distance to a Game 4 in you know, the matchup against Explicit. I know your side wasn't too eventful, but, bro, mine was epic. Okay?
Well, mine was at least fun. We watched Jez drop a 8.2 KD in domination. That was a good one. Yeah. 41-5, boy.
Wow. 41-5. Stay devious,
no
my
nuke.
guy.
No nuke.
No nuke. No mames. Right? All right. I've got the best of 5 to roll around. We're going to start things off with the Hardpoint Hackney Yard because we see Fag joining in. Hardpoint Hackney Yard, search or destroy on standoff. Domination on Summit, Hardpoint firing range if it goes to a Game 4, which I'm guaranteeing this. Well, I can't guarantee, but I'm thinking this is going to be at least a Game 4 scenario, Hardpoint firing range. And if it does go to that Game 5, we're going to see an S&D raid. Now, I know that you know Stage 5 has removed kinetic armor and Attack 5 out of the mix, so we don't have to worry about those two operators. What do you think the two bans are?
Probably Annihilator Sparrow.
Yeah, that's going to be the norm moving forward. That is the norm, as it should be. You know, we don't have to
Back
worry
to
about
the Death Machine meta. Let's go.
Death Machine and Equalizer. Who does it better? We're going to find out now as game
We
has
actually had a couple
started.
players grab spikes as well on maps like Standoff. That's a big one. So depending on the map, we'll be looking. Hackney Yard, I think another map that has a lot of potential specifically for P2 and P4 and 5. A lot of grab spike potential in there just because of the low ceilings. You can jump, get that almost instant activation, but right now off to a big start as Seminole looks like they win the P1 fight at least temporarily, but Tribe might be the first ones back.
Yep, P1 going to be right here in the bottom side of this warehouse. It's going to have a little bit of cover. It's going to be a little easier for the team that has those tire shop spawns. The only thing is you can't push up too much or you're going to get that flip early on, and it'd be devastating for that P2 rotation. But P1 going to be a 30-second hill, and we're going to see KV actually bounce out. Does get taken down, and we're going to see the spawns settle in. Seminole have the advantage for P2, but, you know, there's still about 15 seconds that could sway either way. But the point going to be contested. It is going to be heavily in favor of Tribe right now, but, you know, now they're going to have to battle back here for the last 5 seconds and also get a flip, and I don't see either of those two things happening.
Yeah, right now, not the case, so it does look like Seminole will be prime position for this P2, but we'll have to see if Tribe can make the break. It is a 1-for-1 trade. And I was a little bit confused there. I didn't forget, I just didn't realize who I was spectating. It came through with Vague as a blue kill, and I was like, wait a minute, why is Vague playing for Tribe? But spectator glitch, but right now, Marshy looking for a kill on Raballo. He's going to find it. Tribe are pushing on in. It does look like Bolu got a far out spawn, but so did Slothy and Vague. So looking like Tribe going to get the retake here. And now if you can look, Parrish starting to make that rotation, or looked like he was trying to make that rotation over towards next.
Oh.
He's going to clean up one. Does get taken down by Raballo, however, and now Seminole, they're set up for P3, but this is not really a money hill. In fact, this might be the most opposite of a money hill you could possibly ask for. A incredibly exposed point leads to a lot of grenade potential and not enough trophy systems to cover, but the Goliath coming in for Vague might be a bit of an opportunity. It does look like he has a lightning strike available as well, and death machines for everybody on Seminole except for Slothy, and death machines for everybody on Tribe except for Envy, who are running the grab spikes and the equalizers respectively.
Yeah. I was looking for that one score or that one operator that could have made a difference here for this Goliath, and I don't see it. That's your Tempest. That's one of those ones that are, you know, obviously not going to be something that you could utilize on make it a break at a point, but could definitely make a difference in the lifespan of a Goliath. Right now, Vague going to be sitting pretty. He's about 30% health, able to rack up 40 points uncontested. The Goliath serves his purpose. He's going to make his way over to this bottom green area where he is going to be immediately shot. Down dead. Bolu able to get the thirst there. That's Bolu picking up 2 with his death machine. This is going to be, you know, those operators coming into effect. You don't have the Sparrow. You don't have the Annihilator. The Predator missile comes into play. The Bolu, you know, death machine going to continue to rain through, but Vague going to find that kill. The operators here now require you a little bit more, I wouldn't say skill, just a little bit more precision with him. You can't be out in the open just spamming the point or, you know, finding an access point to where one of the teammates of your opposing team are going to be out. You literally have to make great use of them. And, you know, not seeing a Tempest is a big L for that Tribe lineup. I wonder if they're going to make that adjustment moving forward. As, you know, you see the death machines, you see the grab spikes, you see the, you know, equalizers. But let's be real here. They don't have that one niche operator that could have made a factor in that P3 break, and that could have been where the downfall comes through, as we now see Seminole just continue to rail up those points. 123 and counting. Tribe finally on the break, but, you know, it's all uphill for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and Bolu does come through with a 2-piece. Right now, we do have a pretty sizable lead for the side of Seminole, but as we rotate over to P5, this is another Goliath inboard, and it does look like KVY going to get in it before it's able to get stolen away by Parrish, who does pick up assist there, ends up getting dropped by KVY, who finds a two-piece. Envy was looking for a Ballo, couldn't find him, but Parrish there for the refrag, and Seminole, they're in a prime position right now where this hardpoint looks pretty much theirs.
We're going to see another Goliath come through. I'm not 100% sure whose it is. It's Bolo. I don't think it's even going to make the rotation over to P5 to even, get, a little bit of bang for their bucks. As a matter of fact, it's going to get blown up prior to the Goliath for KVY is going to be taken down. But again, only 6 points needed for Seminole here. They should be able to recover as Marshy's going to be the only person from Tribe in the vicinity to make the contest. He's going to get shut down. That's going to be a massive W for the guys over at Seminole to start things off right. 150 to 63. You look back to that Goliath on P3. How massive was that?
I mean, it was huge. The Goliath on P3, the Goliath on P4 came through really, really big for Seminole. The P3 one specifically, I think, is probably what realistically brought them the win. Being able to pick up a lot of time on a hard point that's normally not contested very much by one side or the other just because it's so exposed. But they do come through with the W, and a pretty convincing one at that. 150 to 63 is a solid, solid victory for Seminole there.
Yeah, but you take a look at the scorecard, it's going to reflect a lot of that hill time. Your main objective player is going to be spread equally throughout. As a matter of fact, you don't even see anybody up in that minute marker. Why? Because you've got 35, 45, 46. This time was not heavily contested. As a matter of fact, it was all Seminole or Tribe was there to contest partially, and then Tribe gets a point. P3, all Seminole. P4, a mix of back and forth, but that, P3 setup allowed Seminole to, dab a little bit here and there onto that P4 point, and then make that rotation over to P5 early, and they close it out early. So, of course, we don't even see a full 5 points. We see right up to, like, that 20-second marker. 22 and 17 for Raballo, who last week had a revamp on his HUD and whatnot. Maybe it was his sensitivity. I'm not sure what Child's put in chat, but Mans has been popping off tonight. Starts things off right here in game number 1. 21 and 10 for Vague. Just an absolute travesty for Tribe. They're going to have to regain themselves. So that's okay. They took an L against Explicit early last series, and we saw what they could do on the backs of a well-played Search and Destroy. They're going to have to perform here well, though, because, you give Seminole 2 games in a row. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but let's be realistic. With that kind of power, Seminole can, just absolutely destroy you here. They 3-0 Devious. I know this isn't Devious, but you said the matches were over before we even got done with the hardpoint. Is that right?
So no, we watched part of your hard point because our match hadn't started yet.
Oh.
And then our match was over right after your search and destroy. Like, our entire series was over right after your search and destroy ended.
Got you. So yeah, you guys didn't get to catch the 1v3 from Marshy. You got to go back and watch the VOD. Okay.
I had it up, but we did not catch it on the stream.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it'll tell you. Well, I guess the Devious series wasn't that interesting if you were able to multitask like that. I had yours up, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so captivated by how
I believe it.
How both teams were battling back and forth right now. We've got a interesting game 2 to come along after that hard point. Making note of what the map vetoes were. Let's see. Takeoff, I'm not sure by who, and Crossfire, I'm not sure by who, because it appears as though I copied and pasted the Devious ban, so I don't even know.
Stay Devious.
Stay Devious, that's right. That is that is the saying moving forward. So moving forward, we're going to go ahead and jump into game number 2. And Chad, if you haven't made your predictions, go ahead and make them now. I will not make myself look like a fool anymore. I've made several predictions tonight, and one of those was Levity was going to take Explicit out in the Search and Destroy, and boy was I wrong. It was just absolutely destruction for Levity. They get taken out early 2-0. Explicit look hot, but Tribe look hotter. Seminole right now looking pretty hot. We'll see if they can close things out here in game number 2, but Tribe looking for that bounce back. Very well find it here.
Smoke out.
Yeah, off to a pretty decent start for Seminole as we've got the early plant going through. It's going to chop our time down from 1:40 to just 45 seconds, and now even less for Tribe to make it happen. They need to find 5 kills and a defuse. You can see KVY looking for a kill onto Bolu, but Bolu knows to look for that statue, is looking for the return kill if possible. Still no first blood verdict. With 20 seconds to go, Jez is able to pick up the first kill, and it's on the Band.
Yes, but those Tribe kills are going to come along right with it. Rabalo and Slothy, even the last one's alive. Rabalo drops down, and Slothy finds one. Rabalo going to be taken down, and now it's going to be Slothy left to pick up the pieces. He picks up 2. He's going to have Parrish to deal with, but guess what? Parrish, 200 IQ, big brain plays, comes through with the defuse. And that's going to be a 1-0 lead for Tribe. Slothy played his life out, but, you know, you got Parachutes on the bottom side of those haystacks. Can't see him. There's no play there.
Yeah, absolutely. And with first blood going over to Bolu and then Marshy finding another, this is looking like another round that could go in favor of Tribe. Jez finds Parrish, but Envy is there immediately for the refrag. M13 in hand. Super solid weapon in the meta currently, I gotta say. Not quite as versatile, I guess, as the MX9, for example.
True.
But right now, it is going to be KVY. Last alive. Was popping off earlier. Top fragged in the search and destroys that we got to see earlier. I think had 8 kills on the board. The rest of the team had, I think, 6, 6, 5, and 5. And hasn't been able to find anything yet. 0 kills on the board. Top frag right now for Seminole is Slothy with 3, Jez with 2, and then, bro, we've got 3 donuts right now on the side of Seminole. I mean, I guess it is only 2 rounds in, but Tribe looking solid right now.
They are looking solid. Bolu's nade also solid. Rabalo, one of those players who were in that donut category, not going to be able to redeem himself there. Vague's going to be taking some shots as well. This mid-courtyard area going to be a very spicy one if Marshy makes the decision to push up. Marshy going to play his life, though, and does bounce outside the back alley area. 2-man advantage for Tribe. Bomb is down for Seminole. Vague desperately wanting to find that kill on Marshy. Marshy just playing cat and mouse right now, peeking in and out. Oh, my God, the nade is devastating, though. And that is going to be KVY able to recollect a bomb, and even though the 1-man advantage is in favor of Tribe, make that 2 Band able to find that one on KV as the bomb does get picked up. I'm assuming Band knew exactly where it was, and now it's going to be Jez, who has 2 kills on board, left to pick up the pieces. He's going to have to find 4 players and or get a bomb defuse, or a combination of 2. You know, it's basically what I'm telling you is it's almost impossible, but, you know, tonight has been just miracles after miracles here. Oh, my. White picket fence. Thought it was a perfect life. You were wrong. Shots come through, and it's going to be one less player to deal with. But, you know, again, still an unrealistic situation to be in for Jez. He's got 3 on board in total. Bomb is down, and Band knows exactly where it is. Waiting for the push to come through. Jez going to peek up, is going to expose himself, and sure enough, Band right there covering that site is going to be able to find that kill, and that's going to be 3 rounds in a row for Tribe. Seminole looks so damn good in that hard point, but right now, this is Tribe's game.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Yeah, Tribe's game indeed, as they pick up 3 rounds in a row and are going to be looking for first blood, and they find it as Parrish comes through the kill onto KVY, who's still been unable to find anything on the board. Vague, only 1 kill for himself, but at least stepping things up a little bit off the ground. Oh, man. Yo, Tribe are looking solid tonight in search. What on earth?
Yeah, dude, let me tell you, the search and destroy on Hackney Yard, Parrish dropped 16, Marshy dropped 14. And it was a collective effort still, even though the other 3 players were not in double digits. They were still up there with 5, 6 kills apiece. And with the distance, with around 11, Bolu able to find another one. Bomb goes down. Envy finds Rabalo as well as Jez, and that is going to be a flawless victory for Tribe. You said they were looking solid here in the search and destroy, and you were not wrong. Obviously, looking for a little bit of redemption from that hard point. They got a little slapped around, let's be fair. It was never really close after that P3 point. Never able to really get that P5 rotation broken, and I mean, how could you blame them? You know, you don't have anything to take down the Goliaths. Maybe in that game 3, we'll see if either of these teams, you know, make that adjustment. But until then, this search and destroy is going to have to play out. And so far, so good for Tribe. They've got 4 so far. Push comes through. Rafalo's going to be taken down. Pan expects one more, and he does get taken down, but damage is done. 3-2 now. KVY looks to take some shots, finds Marshy. Parrish gonna prone, actually leaving the area because KVY was right there. ADS and Tribe doing amazing things here. Able to play their live Jez on the flank, though. Where did you even come from? Back alley's not safe either, so even the rotations over to Big Blue is not going to be safe. But Jez able to possibly get another one before he rotates over to this bomb site. Spots Envy. Is he's going to be the next victim? Nope, Envy. Again, Tribe doing so much tonight in this search so far. Played in their life especially well. You know your opponent's stout, not giving them anything to work with. Jez does collect the bomb. The trophy's going to come along with it. We're going to expect the plant, but guess what? So is Envy, as he is patiently waiting for someone to expose himself. M13 in hand. Is he going to get the opportunity to get the shots? Oh.
Last one. Complete the mission.
Enemy in sight.
Yep, looking like it is going to be Jez left in a 1v2 right now. Definitely possible, but... Oh my goodness, get turned on, but... Envy there for the refrag. 5-0 lead for the side of Tribe, who are looking to tie things up. Seminole did come away with the hardpoint hack in the yard victory in our first game. Tribe looking to tie things up, which will guarantee us at least a game 4 between these two Titanus teams.
Yeah, you can almost guarantee a game 4 here unless Tribe just absolutely... Unless they back out of the lobby. There's no way they don't get at least one more moving forward. Marshy going to solidify 1 kill. Is going to be taken down. Jez doing some Jez work there. Is going to find 2 himself, but Bolu is going to be left on the back burners. Now the sides flip. The tides turn, and the favor's now in favor of the guys over... Or the advantage is now in favor of the guys over at Seminole. Vague with the jump shots. Clears the white picket fence. Over at boxes, Bolu a little too exposed. Can't blame him there, though. You got to contest at that point. You see Vague. You want the Eagle challenge. You coach these guys on a regular basis. You're probably thinking, hey, he's not going to hit those shots. I know what Vague's capable of. Wrong. Shots do land.
Wrong.
Wrong. The shots do land, and, for the moment, Seminole buy themselves another round, but how long can they do this?
Hard to say, man. We've seen reverse sweeps happen before, but up against Tribe, it's not going to be an easy feat, especially with Bolu picking up first blood onto Raballo. Looking like this one might go down in a 6-1 unless if Seminole are to make a big play here right now. Jez still top fragging for the team. I guess now top fragging for the team. It was Slothy earlier, but Jez with 7 on the board. Slothy with 4. Vague with 4. KVY with 1, and Raballo still dropping a donut right now, so got to see a little bit more life. If Seminole are able to come through and clutch up this round, we need to see KVY find one of those wonderful snipes that they had opening up the game earlier that we just haven't seen here in this matchup. Well as Raballo, one of the players that top fragged in a couple of the games earlier, but Band gonna find that one on to Jez, and now your top fragger's down, half your team is down. It's up to Slothy and KVY to find a 2 versus 5 clutch.
Yeah, and Slothy taking those shots mid, not going to help the team. KVY is actually going to drop as Marshy finds those. He does find one before he goes, but Jez obviously not able to clutch that 1v4 scenario. 6-1 win. We knew that time was of the essence for Seminole. They weren't able to make any kind of push on the defense or the attack. The flip side of things, all Tribe needed was 1 round. Of course, they get it there. It's going to be 1 player dropping for Tribe, but a 6-1 lead. In the Search and Destroy takes them to their first game win. And this is where I saw Tribe step it up last series round against Explicit. They dropped the hard point. Now, it was a hard fought hard point. As a matter of fact, it came down to the wire on that P5 rotation against Explicit. They lose it on the backs of a well-played Dragonfire. That wasn't the case this time around. In the hard point, it was just 2 Goliaths, linger into the point. This time, now we're going to see Tribe take the Search and Destroy in a fairly convincing fashion. As a matter of fact, I don't even think Seminole showed up. Raballo, as a matter of fact, I was just praising him, how well his improvement came through over the past, week and a half, 2 weeks, and here he is dropping donuts. But again, when Tribe is on, they are on. They have made such great improvements in the Search and Destroy. Of course, they take that game after taking 5 straight rounds on the attack, or on the defense, rather, and, they've got themselves a, equal opportunity here in this domination. Who's going to take the advantage? I'm taking a look at the stats. Nobody even reaches double digits. The game doesn't go even further enough to even talk about the stats, so we're going to move on to that third game to figure out what's going to be breaking this tie. It's a Domination Summit. Wow, this is a tough map for both of these teams. You talk about the fragging power for both Tribe and Seminole. This is going to be one of those games where we're going to see a lot of pressure early on, and whoever is able to keep that pressure for the longest is going to be the team that wins. I know that's a very vague statement, and I'm not trying to make any punny statements or any jokes here, but let's just be honest. Both of these teams have the capability of turning the Jets on and doing it quick, but who is going to be the one who does it consistently?
Well, Raballo in chat with a pretty solid excuse, if I say so myself. Apparently his aunt was playing on his account while he was gone for a minute.
Oh, tell her we said hello. And and that she's on candid camera.
Well, Raballo cracked, Raballo aunt not cracked. So
yeah.
Be getting into game 3 here shortly, guys. It's a tied up series. 1 for Seminole, 1 for Tribe. Seminole took the hard point. Tribe convincingly took the Search and Destroy. And now as we get into the domination, it's going to be which one of these teams can pull through the better respawn performance. Let me look and see. What's our dom map?
Summit.
Fantastic. And hardpoint will be on firing range. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Search and Destroy, if we see a game 5, will be raid. Let's go. All right, so in game 4, I'm going to be cheering for whoever loses this game.
Okay, that'll work.
Gonna happen.
You need to see a game 5 here. This has got to be one of those instances where Seminole have to find the equalizer. They did well on the hardpoint earlier, so maybe Tribe takes a dom, and then Seminole take the hardpoint again, and then we play the Search and Destroy out again on a map that is a little more open, and expect maybe a split decision instead of a 6-1. But so far so good. C doesn't get capped. Actually, as a matter of fact, we're gonna see the flip come through. Marshy gonna be holding this A side down. He's going to be taken out. B's going to be halted. A little bit of traction on A. C gets flipped. But Tribe, sure enough, only need about 2 people to push up. Dez tries to play a little bit of that gatekeeper role. And first half looking like Tribe might be able to steamroll and continue on with that same S&D energy.
We lost the lead.
Looking like it with the early B cap that they brought to the table. That's going to give them a pretty sizable edge early on, but one thing to definitely make note of is teams tend to favor the C side, and that's the side that Tribe get off the start. So maybe in the second half, Seminole on the C side are able to take a little bit more of an advantage, and they won't be capped to 75 points. So here's to hoping for that one so that we have a incredible game of domination. Raballo clearly got his phone back from his aunt. Gonna pick up kill number 1, or 2 kills on the board as he picks up the double. And now, Seminole, they get the C-flip.
Well, let me go ahead and stop you because it happened so fast.
All right.
So the C cap was actually, they spawned on the C side, Seminole did. But because Tribe barreled through the spawns, didn't go for the B initially, they get the flip so fast that all the Seminoles spawn A, and there was Marshy there to contest.
Good catch, because it did happen so fast that I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's how well Tribe navigates on this small map of Summit. Snow all around, not going to halt their progress. They're going to get the C site flag back. We're going to see all of Seminole trying to get this A site. They are going to be successful, of course. There's 5 players there. Parrish.
I like how you call it the small map, while the spawns are, like, theoretically the furthest away in all of the game.
Well, in theory, it could be one of the longest maps, but it is one of the smaller maps in competitive play. If you take a look at the MiG, it's by far the smallest map, but in length, it is definitely one of those ones that, if you spawn that back A site, back tower, or back tower, yeah, it's almost impossible to get to B when the flip comes through, and it's going to be Tribe now on the backside. They're not going to have the advantage. They're going to lose A, they're going to lose C, A's eventually going to be capped, but Seminole need to find a way to get there on the B side. Not able to capitalize on the great map position for the time being, and Tribe going to be able to carry on with the advantage here.
We've taken the lead. Enemy down.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a lead for Tribe here. They maintain the AB for a pretty sizably long time here, and going to go into the second half with about a 32-point lead, I believe. And it's going to give them a big cushion, right? They can come through and obviously play the second half just as well. But should Seminole have a good start to the second half, Tribe do have, again, that little bit of a cushion that they can find some ground to recoup. Obviously, Seminole not locked into a 75-point half here. So if they want to make a comeback, they're going to have to make a comeback soon.
But I'm looking at Bolu's inventory. He's got a Goliath. He's got a cluster strike. He's got plenty of score streaks to rock here in the first beginning of the second half. We're going to see the advantage go to Tribe as they've got the C site. Seminole going to be shut down off the B cap. KVY is going to be last hope. Marshy going to let the sentry gun do the work. Going to find one in KV, but could be in fear of losing if Jez finds a minute to bounce back. He is going to find 2 more for himself, but is going to be taken down. And Jez had an opportunity to take that sentry gun out. That might be a big drop. He did find 2 kills to, make up for it, but in reality, that rotation over to the B flag now going to be practically impossible with a 6-man there in that sentry gun. The shots are going to come raining in. The sentry gun is going to be destroyed, so no harm, no foul, but again, Seminole just starting off themselves in a hole in the second half already, and the XS1 Goliath might be able to solidify an easy second half here if it's able to make its way to the top control area. It's going to be a tough trek, and Seminole doing everything they can to get this B cap through. Oh my God, Marshy just coming through, barreling the opponents, and Seminole can barely get their feet wet, and Bolu able to finally make it up to that top control area. This is not looking good for them. Seminole looking pretty desperate right now, but I think this is a perfect opportunity to join in for Tribe. Yeah.
We're triple cap territory. Let's go ahead and jump in with Tribe for some of that victory comes.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick HyperX listen in with the guys over Tribe.
Come on, guys, come on.
Let's be.
Oh, they're on B, they're on B.
No one. That's on B.
There's one.
I got two. What's up, guys?
My bad. I didn't see him.
You can cap. I'm stunning con.
I got top.
Oh, one con.
He can't kill me.
One shot, dude. Nice.
Nice as two.
What's up?
Oh, we cap, MB.
He's killing one B.
Be down, PM.
B guys, one B. Nice.
We dodged that, bro.
Yeah, we dodged that. I got the
One con. He's two con.
Oh, he's on B. He's on B. There's
There's 2 mid lane, guys, 2 mid lane. I still have a sentry.
I saw one con stun. Nice.
He's dead.
AMB.
One mid lane, no. Urbano, I love you.
One con somewhere.
One more mid lane.
You win that gunfight or your dog water.
All right, that's where I called it right there. Oh, Rabalo, I love you. That was Marshy, by the way, Rabalo. He's your #1 fan. And that is going to be Tribe putting up big numbers in the domination. The triple cap territory is well beyond, reach here for Seminole. 1 pointer needed. They are going to go ahead and close things out 150-92. And Tribe, even on the backs of a big first half and a stout second half performance, the comms were still pretty on point.
Yeah, definitely a big win for Tribe. They take the 2-1 lead in the series, able to pick up the search and destroy 6-1 fashion, able to come through in the domination with a 150, 91, 92?
It was
something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was brutal
92.
for some. Yeah, 92. It was brutal, to say the least. Tribe just absolutely on point. That map is domination is their game mode to begin with, right? You throw it in a condensed version of, these maps. It's a small summit map. Of course they're going to fry. Of course they're going to start things off right. They get the C cap on the first half, and it was murder she wrote from there. As a matter of fact, they got it so fast, they didn't even recognize it. I was like, I think I think this is what happened actually. And sure enough, when second half came around, it solidified it. And Seminole not able to get their feet wet in that game. It was just one of those ones where Tribe dominated the whole entire time.
Yeah, and looking at the scoreboard here at the end, you can largely tell why. Every single player on the side of Tribe is positive, and every single player on the side of Seminole is negative. Raballo may have dropped a donut in the Search and Destroy, did come through as the MVP and top frag for the team, however, tied with Jez, 14 and 17, 10 and 18 for Slothy, 11 and 20 for Vague, and 12 and 20 for KVY. So definitely a solid performance coming out of Tribe. The rotations were solid, but not only that, they were rocking the gunfights as well. I don't know if you caught it, but right after the I love you, Raballo, there was a I can't believe you didn't win that gunfight, your dog water.
I heard that.
Out of Marcy.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of there quickly because I knew there was going to be a little bit of that, you know, that lovely toxic energy that, you know, comes along with this rivalry. You know, obviously, Bolu coaches for Seminole, you know, occasionally.
It's all banter, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all banter. Oh, yeah, of course.
There's definitely some poop talk, but, you know, these guys love each other.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the competition breeds competition kind of thing. Like, you know, if you guys can, you know, take one game, we're going to take two. Now it's Seminole's chance. Can you take this firing range hardpoint? They were so dominant in the first Hackney Yard map. You know, I think Tribe may got this under control, but if you're Seminole, you got to bank on a phenomenal start, right? You got to start things off right, and we'll see how they do as I believe they have the A site, like the A Dom site to begin with. No, they don't. They have the good spawn, so actually they might be up for a good start here in P1 and rotate early over to that P2 site as they're going to have spawns for it too. So I don't know. This is a map that's kind of lopsided in my opinion, and I think you can back me on that one. Once you get to those rotations over to P2 and P3, if you got armory, you pretty much got it all covered, right?
Yeah, I mean, P1, P2, P3, all really solid to have the seaside Dom spawns. Jez with a grenade up in the tower, but nobody there. Does come through, hit fire with the SKS, gonna find one onto Marshy. Parrish now rotating on up through the backside of 10. You can see Jez was playing sounds there, heard him start to hop up, was looking for the window. KVY able to come through with one. Don't have really a whole lot of action going on P1 here. A lot of gunfights happening, but not really a lot of time being racked up for either team. Does look like it is going to be Bolu putting his feet on the point, starting to get some of that time for the team, and they've won themselves some seaside spawns as well, so big opportunity for them going into P2 and P3 to potentially close things out 3-1.
Yeah, that early flip could be a huge factor. As a matter of fact, you're looking at a P1 that is just, I mean, it's devastating if you're on the A side of the map. Obviously, you're going to be in a position where you have to put your fleet on it. Bolu does a great job of collecting a few points, but as we see Bolu spawning out, that's not a good sign for Tribe. Early here in P2, the Predator missile comes through. Ban going to find two with his gun. I don't think anything got taken down from that Predator missile. Why is it still on the map? Good God. At any rate, you're looking at that P1 and your Tribe, you're trying to get the flips. You're trying not to compromise yourselves and get too much in a deficit. It didn't matter, though. They are able to recover themselves and do a great job of executing, as they are now the victors of this P2 site, as well as the spawns that come along with it. But, however, I see...
Jez does have a Goliath for Tim.
Oh, and does Tribe have anything
trailer.
to take
Sorry,
it down?
for trailer.
No, they don't. They didn't opt to go for a Tempest. And, you know, that's a respectable play, right? It's not a necessity, but... Let's be realistic. The two Goliaths that played out in the first hard point, you think that they would at least make some kind of adjustment here in the second, right?
You would think. Got some body shooting coming in from Jez, and I think I'm gonna hop into Seminole VC, and I'll let you know if it's okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It was okay earlier. It was really solid earlier, so we'll give it a shot.
You know, we did a VC listen in a few weeks back, and I was so surprised at how well and composed they handled themselves. We didn't even tell them we were going to do it. We just jumped in, and it panned out, and it was perfect. Day's gonna do due diligence and make sure everything's clear before we hop on in, but I'm thinking this might be a great chance for us to go ahead and join them. We'll wait for Day's clearance first. Jez, just pop it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop in.
All right, perfect. HyperX listening in real quick with the guys over at Seminole.
Hey, Bambolo, yo, hold that bitch, Bambolo. Just go. Everyone,
I got you.
Then.
Right there. There's no spawning.
Just play food, ball, play food.
I got jungle.
There's
You're
four,
dead either
there's
way,
four
you're dead
pizza,
either way,
four
play
pizza, four pizza.
You're dead either way, ball.
Barrels, okay. Who has highway, by the way?
That's me, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shut up. Hey, something
Shut
done.
up.
What you call this?
I got
Go.
fuck. I got something.
Middle.
Get jungle. I got time.
The middle, push the middle.
Jungle, there's two.
Middle up.
Jungle, guys, jungle.
Yeah. The
I
ball
got bathroom,
is
I got
all.
bathroom, don't worry, I got bathroom.
He's top boy, dude.
Top wood. That's mission. The camera.
Jungle. He's watching jungle. Oh, but yeah, bro, he's jungle.
All right, thoughts, Day.
Pretty solid. A lot of action going on, but kept it mostly family appropriate, and they're just honestly, it sounds like looking for the win here. They want that game 5, and they want another opportunity to show everybody that they're not dog water at Search and Destroy. Marshy, come on now, man.
Right, man. That 6-1's devastating, man. That's an ego blow if it ever was. Slothy gonna find one Woodside, but the advantage now in favor of the guys over at Tribe. They're looking to close this night out early, 4-game, 3-1 win, but they still got 49 points to go. P1's gonna be opening up for another time around. Nobody, was on the objective to begin with. We're gonna see maybe a little bit of Tribe presence as they have the potential to close it out on a solid P2 rotation. It's not going to close out here. As a matter of fact, Rabalo doing a great job of holding off the push. Going to extend the game to at least a P2 reset. As I'm looking at it, the time's just not going to favor. And even if it did, I don't think, it'd even be an opportunity for Tribe to get on point. As soon as you're there, you're going to be taken out. There's too much map presence for both teams, too much awareness from both teams to allow someone to get a majority of the chunk of that P1. As a matter of fact, Bolo doing a good job of putting his foot on the point now. It has 10 kills on board, but 37 seconds on point. Is going to finally get taken down. Envy's going to be there to get the refrag, though. Envy going to be taken down now. P1, again, vacant for the time being. Only 10 seconds left. Tribe take 19 points off that. That's a dub right there. 30 seconds only needed, but the thing is, they don't have spawns right now, and Marshy knows that as he waits for the push to come through. He's got the death machine in his hand. Gonna find one, gonna find two. Those are big entry frags. But there's one person left to deal with, and that is Slothy, who is gonna be right there on the insides of this P2 armory site and is gonna go unnoticed for the time being. And Seminole still have a shot at this.
Yeah, definitely have a shot, but it's not going to be an easy one, especially since there's not time on this hill for them to close it out on a good hold. KBY going to come through with one onto Bolu, one of the better picks you could get, but Jez able to get the turn onto Bolu there. Big play coming through. And now getting ready to make the break once again. There's a sentry gun in on point, but Parrish can't get the hold. I was about to say, there's no way Jez walks in front of the sentry gun, right?
Oh, no dice. 29 kills deep.
Almost did.
Yeah.
Dude, almost did.
Look, everything was happening so quick, my game started lagging. I know for a fact it hasn't been lagging all night long. It would do this right here as we're getting down to the wire. Only 17 points needed for Tribe, 21 needed for the guys over at Seminole. This is coming down to a P3 trailer finish. The Dragonfire is going to be a great little budget UAV. It's going to provide a little bit of damage, but the break may not come through necessarily first. It is going to be Vague on the push. Vague going to be taken down. Marshy holding point. They've got a Goliath. When the hell did this come down? I didn't even see it. And that's going to be it.
Point,
oh, my God, bro. What the hell was I? It was all through that lag, wasn't it?
I kind of wished the Dragonfire, while you mentioned it's normally like a, not really budget UAV, but it's It gives your team some vision without being against the rules, obviously, since UAVs are banned. I think I would have almost liked it to be used a little bit more aggressively in the situation that they were in. They had players camping each corner of the trailer, and 2 shots could have been the difference of taking one of those players down, maybe focusing a little bit more fire on the Goliath, maybe helping get that break, but didn't get opted to use that way. Does it, guarantee make a difference? No, absolutely not. It doesn't guarantee make a difference, but it is definitely an opportunity where maybe that extra kill maybe just swings things a little bit more in their favor for that final break. And obviously you would have had the vision to make the call out that the enemy was pushing on into trailer from mid. So Tribe, they take it 3-1 over Seminole and are going to be your Week 53 Meseeks Sunday Showdown champions.
That's right, man. 3-1 early night for the guys over at Tribe. They did the exact same thing that they did to Explicit earlier. They dropped the hard point, and they turned the Jets on in the search and destroy, the domination, and then that last hard point to follow it up with. And guys, can't ask for a better performance from Tribe there. That was just spot on in the hard point. The retake on that P2 was just not enough time for them to buy for the setup for the trailer site. We saw the Goliath. Well, I didn't see the Goliath until, damn near the last second. And it was a day late and $1 short, of course. They're going to go ahead and close things out there. 27-22 for Band, 19-22 for Bolu, but bro was on the objective when he was needed, so can't be mad at those stats. On the flip side of things, Jez balled out, dude. 30-15. I for sure thought Seminole was going to be able to close this hard point out and take us to that game 5, but you know what? I guess that means we're just going to have an early night. It is 11:40. I say early. That's about as early as it gets around here, right? On Sunday nights. It never gets any easier. Or never gets any earlier, but yeah. It was a hell of a game, a hell of a series. Nice way to close the night out. A 3-1 dub for Tribe. They're Week 53 champions. We're going to give them the crown this week. They earned it. Hell of a performance from both teams. Hell of a performance from you too, Day, man. You absolutely came through in the clutch. Is this the second week in a row? Is this the second week? You didn't do it last week.
I think 2 weeks in a row, I think.
Okay. Give a shout out to Gil, though, too. He always on point. Unfortunately, couldn't join us. Had a power situation in which he could not perform tonight. But, Day stepping in for the co-cast as well as the cast on the opposite side.
At least we didn't have a LATAM versus LATAM finals, and Gil wasn't here again, because that was unfortunate. I felt really bad about that one.
That was. Hey. All right, that's going to close this out, guys. I want to give a huge shout-out to the admins, to the sponsors, HyperX, Trovo, JuJu Energy, SXC Finger Sleeves. Make sure you use code Meseeks at checkout. This is Week 53 wrapping up. Tribe are your champions. Seminole, close second. Well-fought 4-game spread for them, and we're going to get ready for a raid. Don't go anywhere. We're going to send you over to one of your newest favorite streamers. I don't know who it's going to be, but they're going to be your favorite streamers after we're done with it. Until next time, or actually until Tuesday when we come back for some Meseeks, or for Mobile Mayhem, rather. I guess you can catch Day and I playing some Vanguard sometime soon. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or if it's going to be tomorrow, but I guess you're going to have to find out.
I'll be playing some tonight.
Yeah, okay, we're going to get ready for a raid. If you want to stick around, you can join either Day or myself stream. We're going to be playing some Vanguard, but
I think we got Image and Hitman playing with us tonight,
too. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got the crew. Brown Eye, you can't join you, bot. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be back.
Fire!